Just sit down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it.
The doctor is in, baby, solving the world's problems in less than 1 hour. By the way, Randy McElroy asked me yesterday, what is the first clip of music in my intro? That is Breakout by Fraley's Comet with Todd Howarth singing. But there's no singing, so there you go. All right, so solving the world's problems in less than 1 hour. I can do this. I really can. The answer is not what new thing can we do? It is what old things can we do? Because the old guy has the solution. Let's get back to when monogamy meant something. Let's get back to when, and these are the social issues, when we didn't celebrate the freak, we tolerated them. And they understood to quietly operate in the shadows. Because, no. Let's celebrate faithfulness. Let's celebrate integrity in business practices. Go for broke, make your money. Absolutely. You know, what is wrong with being, who is the stank stream? Tree Goblin. Not that I care. I'll stream over whoever. Hey, Tree Goblin, good to see you, buddy. There's nothing wrong with being wealthy. There's nothing wrong with earning money. Shadowhawk, if you feel like popping in, I will drop you the link. Just let me know, and hail to you as well. There's nothing wrong with chasing the American dream. The American dream has been just so castigated by modern society, and by modern I mean in this 21st century. There's nothing wrong with the American dream. The American dream says, go get you a piece of the pie. And by the way, you're taking your piece of the pie does not take away from my piece of the pie. Change your mindset. Okay, Shadowhawk, you're at work. Change your mindset. Your expectations versus reality. You work, you harvest the fruits of your labor. There's nothing wrong with that. If someone works for you, it's not exploitation. It's a voluntary contract between two people. You're going to pay me this for me to do this job for you? Cool. I'm in. What's wrong with that? Politically, here's the hot button. Actually, I think the social is hotter. But maybe it's time we get back to the idea that as a nation, leading all other free nations, we got to put that little document called the Constitution back front and center, not whatever mood the particular social spotlighted group of the moment is in, not the special interest groups. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do term limits, a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on Congress. If you're a senator, you get 2 terms, that's 12 years. If you're in the House, you get 3 terms, that gives you 6 years, and then you're out of there. Here's the other part of that. It's a little bit negotiable. I don't think that legislators should earn more than a stipend for their expenses. You should be sacrificing to go serve, not going there to get rich. Next, make a balanced budget amendment. You are required to balance the budget. Newt Gingrich did it. Of course, Bill Clinton took credit for it, but who cares? It was balanced. We actually had a surplus. It can be done. Let's adopt the mindset of the federal government's purpose in life is to pave our roads and protect our shores and get out of our way. That's it. Let us live our lives. I have just solved all the world's problems. Throw another one at me. Come on. I dare you. I've already solved them all. I said in less than an hour. I did it in less than 5 minutes. Because I'm good like that. I'm good like that. Shadowhawk, vaguely, I mean, don't be specific, don't dox yourself, but what kind of work do you do? I've always wondered. Tree Goblin, what do you do, brother? And what is the stank stream? How did the cat get so fat? Is that a problem I'm solving? How did the fat cat get fat? Because it ate more. What is, I know the stank stream. Who is the stank stream? Somebody tell me. I'll look it up on YouTube. Oh, you mean Perth? Is Perth stank stream? Decorating for the last 30 years. Right on, Tree Goblin. I love it. What do you decorate? Houses, businesses, anything? Cars? Oh, Finatra is? Well, hell's bells. I didn't want to step on his toes. Of course, I'm not. Because I like Finatra. Let's see what's going on over there with.
No, we had you're a fat fucking no old dirty fatty. The only reason why you're old, dirty, and fatty is because modern medicine. You would have been dead fucking.
Oh, I'm going to totally stream snipe him. Here we go.
Your point is that what's your point?
It was just to finish. And we tried to wrap up the last half an hour. I love the real
The only reason why you're old, dirty, and fat is because of modern medicine and luxury. You said that anybody who's making over 30,000 or 35,000 is the 1% in the economy. So me, I'm the 1% in the global. So we got it real fucking good because we don't have to fucking get worried about losing by bears or whatever. Or being rat infested and fucking animals just everywhere.
Okay, penguins meat the whore ass. Anyways, that's what I was saying.
This is why I don't put up with this shit, and this is why I am the host of the Stanks.
So, my question is, who is Neek? Neek looks familiar.
Let me finish my sentence. Just one sentence.
What we're doing here is gay. And that's
Smallpox.
and just fucking. This is what he says. Black gets here too. He's gonna say, "Good morning. I hope you're at after yesterday." No, we're not. We're having a debate right now about.
No, we're not really having a debate.
And how old dirty Patty said that we don't have it good. After he told me that I'm the 1%.
I didn't say we don't have it
in
good.
the economy. What the fuck are you saying?
I actually have to add shit to the stream, don't I? There we go.
We haven't been through shit. You've only been fucking alive for 40 years.
Am I all humanity? Am I all
You ain't been through shit. You ain't had to fight a fucking.
You just want to
You
argue.
didn't have to fuck. No, you didn't have to fucking
I don't want to argue.
protect yourself against fucking a tornado in your barn. Trying to raise rats. Feed your family for jobs and fucking hunt big beasts that kill you and dogs. Are you fucking stupid? We haven't been through shit. I never seen a fucking warthog. I think would probably kill me. I wouldn't know what to do if a fucking hog started rushing me. I would start zigzagging.
There you go.
I would just start zigzagging.
Okay, so that was cool. That was cool. I love Finn. He's funny to me. Yeah, he's pushing the buttons and they're going at it. Yeah, but Neek used to go by a different name, didn't he? Because I recognized that icon he was using. Got a contract to decorate kitchens at the moment. All right, cool beans, Tree Goblin. That rocks, man. That's got to be a fun job. Like, you get a budget from a contractor and they say, here's kind of what they want, and you design it, and then the contractors do it. Am I getting that right? Because I like that. Look, man, they're over there just pushing buttons. I was over here solving the world's problems in less than 5 minutes. Where's the audience? Where is the love? Let me throw my stream out there. How about that? That might be a good idea. The channel. Live. Pause it so I don't have to hear myself talk. Control cut. Control V. There we go. Hey, share it out for me, Tree Goblin, in your world too, if you don't mind. No, seriously, I was sitting around this morning. I was working. I've been working on Rex's pages, finishing up. Started around, I don't know, 5, I think. What time is it now? Oh Lord, it's 9 o'clock. So I was going for about 4 hours, finishing touches on one page. The last page is penciled. I just got to go in and ink it, but I spent a lot of time rendering. Anyway, I was back there doing that, and I had my 70s and 80s music library playing from YouTube, my playlist. And I got to thinking about, man, the world has been effed up many times in the past. I mean, seriously effed up. You think about the 60s and Vietnam, and you think about the Great Depression and the World Wars and all this, that, and the other. But there were some unifying things. My thought went to, what was the common denominator that held us all together? And those are the things that we're missing now or that are eroding away now. Bring those things back and we'll weather the storm. If we don't, we're done dealing. Again, Tree Goblin, is he at it again? I would love to stream snipe him longer, but it confuses me to stream snipe somebody. So I have one friend, only one friend, and I mean true friend, that I grew up with. We've known each other all our lives, that is a Democrat. But privately, in our private conversations, he is way more conservative than they would ever tolerate. I mean, in private, he says things to me, and I go, that'll get you canceled by your party. And he says, and he swears up and down, and he's got all his stats and figures, that he's an economy voter. That's the only reason he's a Democrat, because he thinks the economy does better under Democrats. And it doesn't matter how much data you show him to contradict his data, he's just married to that idea. So we were talking yesterday in person. Bless his heart, he has inoperable stage 4 cancer, but he's just hanging in there. He's beating all the odds. And he was sharing with me, his same old data. And I said, just let me ask you a question. Are you spending more or less on your groceries? Are you spending more or less on your gas? Now, like me, his house is paid for, my house is paid for. So, we don't compare mortgage, but how's your insurance on your home? How's your insurance on your vehicles? And he finally had to admit, well, I mean, but we're blah, blah, blah. We're in a recession. And then he'll break out a chart and go, but it started back here. I'm like, no, it didn't. No, you cannot. He's a continualist. So all things are always on a continuum. No, they're not. They're chopped windows of time with specific leadership, specific policies, and a specific mood of the country at the time. We got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this later, I survived Jimmy Carter. Okay. We had gas lines. We had freaking Iran holding Americans hostage. We had all these crises. We had a terrible economy. And Carter literally said, and he's a good man. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy Carter is a good man, but he was a terrible president. I would go sit in his Sunday school class if I had the opportunity. But he was a terrible president. He simply said, like Obama said, we just got to get used to the fact that this is the new normal. This misery is the new normal. Reagan came along and said, no, it's not. And all he did initially to get things bouncing back before the first policy was passed or enacted was he instilled hope in the greatness of America and the American dream, and the country started bouncing back. The 80s were a huge, but that's where the word yuppie came from. Young, upwardly mobile professional people, yuppies, because people were climbing. More people moved out of poverty into the middle class than at any time in history under Reagan. In spite of, yes, he did deficit spending out the ass because he was breaking the Soviet Union. He knew their economy could not compete with ours. You want an arms race? Bring it on. So we brought it. And that's when we had our almost 800 ship Navy, the biggest the Navy has ever been. The Army was the biggest it had ever been. And the Soviet Union just could not compete. So they crashed. They just went away. The biggest threat. Yes, the Nazis were horrible and they did all this damage. But the Soviet Union at one point had over 10,000 nuclear warheads pointed at us. Stalin said war with the West was inevitable. But who won? They're gone. We're still here. By the way, Tree Goblin, Margaret Thatcher got it done on that end too. Just saying. She was quite the character, the Iron Lady. I admired her. So then, hold on a second. I'm getting a message here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I clicked the wrong button. There it is. All right. Getting some messages from folks. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be a minute. Is it just my imagination? She was, I assume you were saying she was worse than Biden. Well, she did a few good things. I know that she denationalized coal, and that hurt a lot of folks. And a lot of people had problems with her. But, buddy, I'm here to tell you, when they took the Falklands, she said, oh, hell no, we're taking them back. And she stood up to the Soviet Union. She reduced government regulation. So, sometimes we take the good with the bad. It was Reagan did something similar when he deregulated our aviation industry and said, no, you go on strike, air traffic controllers, and try to cripple the economy. You're fired. You're out of there. We're doing away with your government protection. And it saved the airline industry. But I think more than anything, I think that there has just been this weird aura around nations in the West and Western culture that has reverted to this tribal separationist type attitude, just bunch up with your tribe. And of course, the main villain of that is if you are a white male, particularly if you're a straight white male, particularly if you're a straight white male who is conservative, straight white male conservative Christian, you are the enemy. And all the world's problems are your fault, but more specifically, they are the fault of every person who's not succeeding, and that is just complete bullshit. It is complete bullshit. We decided that these institutions that we surrendered to the social left, like higher education and now even lower education, we surrendered that. And they are teaching this doctrine of poor me, you're a victim, you've been marginalized, and it's all America's fault. It is all the white man's fault. It is the patriarchy. It is systemic racism. None of that crap is true. Really? Hey, Gabe, good to see another victim out there, buddy. I never heard that before. That's bizarro. I don't doubt you. I will look it up. I will say this though, friggin' SAS got it done in Argentina or in Argentina against the Argentines of the Falklands. Uh, I mean, once they got a toehold in what city was that in the center of the islands? Anyway, they landed there, and buddy, they just stormed across and took care of business. And the Argentines, they put up a little bit of a fight, but they're like, no, I don't want to die. So good on them. Always admired the British military, especially their Navy and their SSS. Yeah, Special Boat Services. Yeah, the SBS, the SAS, and the Royal Marines got it done. Forgot about them. And using poor old Harriers to try to establish air superiority, even though the Argentines were using A4s, which, they're not the best fighter in the world, but they're a hell of a lot more maneuverable than a Harrier, but they still got it done. Hey, Amit, welcome. Good to see you. Got a handful of folks watching, and yet my little thingy up there says you've got one person watching. Yeah, outnumbered 3-1 in all respects. Absolutely. I said yesterday, and you guys give me another example. There are certain men that arise at certain times in history that it's like God, fate, the great pumpkin, whatever, knew that those particular individuals were needed. It was break glass in case of emergency. We're talking about Winston Churchill, George Patton, Curtis LeMay, Bull Halsey, Ronald Reagan. These people that just come out of seemingly nowhere and they just get things done. They save the day. Yes, I'm hanging in there. But they're like, you don't want to keep, hey, James Hayes, good to see you, brother. You don't want, it's like society we don't want these people in our polite society. You don't want George Patton hanging out at your house, even though he was rather a cultured guy. He grew up rich playing polo and stuff. Churchill was drink champagne half the day, brandy the other half of the day, a bottle of port for dinner, sleep in the afternoon, work all night. He was just, there was a line in the movie Darkest Hour that is a direct quote from him where the king chastised him and said, how can you drink during the day? And Churchill just said, practice. Just takes practice. But it didn't matter about his personal foibles because he was standing up to the Nazis when no one else could or would. You got to remember, England fought the first day of the war and the last day of the war. They entered World War II without themselves being attacked or invaded, and they're the only country that did that. And they were ready under what's-his-nuts, Chamberlain, to make peace with Hitler. Can you imagine? Until Winston came along. I admire Winston Churchill greatly. General Sherman is another one. He said, look, I'm not going to seek office. If I'm nominated, I'll turn down the nomination. If I'm elected, I will not serve. He did not want higher office. His job was to go in and get shit done. He got it done. They call him a war criminal. Some of the Southerners do. He wasn't. He was just a very effective general. He helped end a war that was costing hundreds of thousands of lives. Again, Patton was that way. Donald Trump was that way. He just doesn't care. It's like there are things that need to be done, so let's get them done. Yes, the USSR, absolutely. When they met, they said, look, Roosevelt, Churchill, Stalin, they said, we're going to give you all the support you need, trucks, tanks, logistics. I mean, not tanks. You've got tanks, you've got men, you go bleed and destroy the Germans, and we will come in on the other side. We'll meet you in the middle. And that's what happened. I mean, the Soviet Union was basically stupid mistake. I'll never understand for the life of me why Hitler thought it was a good idea to go storming. I know he wanted Russia, but it was just stupid to do it. There was no way he was ever going to win. He didn't have any 4-engine bombers to go over there and strike deep. He couldn't strike effectively at England. He damn sure couldn't strike Detroit. He was never going to win that war. He was never going to have sea supremacy as long as the Royal Navy and the U.S. Navy were there. That was never going to happen. Had he stopped at Belgium, Holland, Poland, and just stopped, he might have been able to hang on to it. Yeah, Russia paid its debt in men. True story. I will call that more of a Russian effort than a Soviet effort, though. Don't you think? The Russian people just said no, no. And Russia's eternal ally, winter, helped save them. I do have a couple of questions about World War II, though. Any of you guys that are buffs, throw an answer out here. There's two questions. There's plenty of landing ground in the south of France, in the Mediterranean, that was relatively unprotected. Why did we not land in force there and drive north? I know the Alps are in the way if you go east, but you go up, you skirt the Alps, and you come into Germany from the south. Why not? I never understood that. I know the logistical tail would be longer, but we'd already cleared North Africa, so go. Second one, Doolittle's raid. They had two aircraft carriers. They had the Liberators on one of them. They had fighter cover on the other one. Two, remember that. And then the battle group that was with him and the Oilers. They brought Liberators. The Liberators were launched outside their optimal range, so they had to just ditch in China. The Catalina, PBY Catalina, had thousands of miles of range, could carry more bombs, as they proved in the Solomons, the Black Cats. And they didn't take up any carrier space. They could fly to a location, wait. Two carriers now with fighter cover. They show up and they've got air cover. They've got the fuelers there and they refuel it. Yeah, they had lots of guns and bunkers in the men's, but nowhere near what was at Normandy. And not in a large stretch of the area in the south of France. I will check that out, Tree Goblin. So I never understood why they didn't use Catalinas to do the bombing of Tokyo on Doolittle's raid. It just makes more sense to me. You know, these are seaplanes. They can land in the freaking water, refuel, rearm, take off, fly to the next location. There's another tanker there waiting on them, and they just keep going. You know, I didn't understand that. I had one guy tell me, well, the Catalina wasn't around. Yes, it was. The Catalina was already deployed prior to December 7th. As a matter of fact, Admiral King, I think, it was either Admiral King or who was it? I don't know. I think it was King. Admiral King used his Catalinas in a exercise and defeated the U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier groups. I just don't get that. But anyway, I've already solved the world's problems. I saved the world in less than 5 minutes. And now I'm just passing gas between my lips and hanging out with my friends. Oh, but it got hot in my studio just since I've been on. I've got an east-facing window right here. The sun's beating down. I've got air blowing on me, but still, man, it's getting hot in here. Wait a minute. Who? Oh, good. My son says that he sent me the music we recorded together. I will download that later. So I'm doing a new. Some people say that Nagasaki and Hiroshima bombing are war crimes. Well, Curtis LeMay said that if we lose the war, I will be tried as a war criminal. But we do need to remember this, Amit, and this is a stone cold fact. Curtis LeMay said when they took Okinawa that he could literally napalm with all the bombers from Europe and the Pacific Theater at his disposal now. He could, yes, I did know that, Tree Goblin. He could reduce Japan to a Neolithic culture by bombing them around the clock with napalm. Keep in mind, this is a wooden nation. Everything's made out of wood. And he was already in the process of doing that. He would have killed far more people to end that war without invasion than Nagasaki and Hiroshima did. So, is it a war crime? I don't think so. They're weapons of war. Yes, they were used against civilians, but they were used against industrial complexes after the ultimatum was given to the Japanese. Look, we're not fucking with you. Let's call an end to this thing. You need to surrender, but they chose not to. Yeah, I had heard that. I need to look that up. And there's some footage from BBC News that was extant at the time. So I want to go check that out later on. Hey, Tree Golden, did you see? Ooh, did you see Oversimplified's Falkland War video? If you did, let me know because it was good, but it was also very funny when it talked about the founding of the Falklands. The French were over here, the English were over here in the West, but then the Spanish showed up and said, the Pope drew a line on the map. And no, these were just the live breaking news from that time, not any kind of documentary or anything. Yeah, I know. Got a lot of my friends over in the UK who they hate BBC. But anyway, um, he said, then the Spanish showed up and said, Pope, line on map, Spain's island. And England said, yeah, right, get the fuck out of here. So that was Argentina's claim to it. That Spain had it rightfully belonged to Spain. Argentina was once a colony of Spain, so therefore it was their island. That was their claim to it. But of course, we know what's his nuts just started the damn thing because he was an evil dictator with a crashing economy, and everybody was hating him, so he decided to start a war. It's a tried and true method. But if you ever get the chance, I highly recommend Oversimplified. They are extremely funny, animated, oversimplified histories uh, that are fantastic. He does the Revolutionary War, World War One, World War Two, lots of mini wars like the Falklands. Um, he did the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution. Anyway, it's really good. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw the link to Oversimplified. I'm going to throw the link to that channel.
This video was made possible by North.
If you have not done so, you owe it to yourself to get over there. I will absolutely do that, Tree Goblin. We had some SAS folks. No, I take that back. They were the, not SBS, what were they called? Something else. One of the British Special Forces came to train with us at Paris Island. And by that, I mean they just wanted to fly in, do our infiltration course, use our rappelling tower, use our gas chamber, and then fly on to their next training thing. And usually when we had visiting forces come to train with us, we intermingled. We would train with them. They were strict. No, we're not training with anybody for these evolutions. They wanted to do their things their way. So the only thing I got to do was I was always the range safety officer on the rappelling tower. So I'm up top just making sure people aren't being stupid. These guys, they were all as big as I was. I'm 6'2", and back then I was jacked. They were bigger. These guys were jacked, and none of them did helo rappel or wall rappel. They all did Australian rappel, which is the face first, just dive. It's extremely scary. I only did one in my life. When they went through the gas chamber, again, we had a safety officer in there, but they ran it their way. Again, we had safety officers at the infiltration course, but they ran it their way. And then they jumped in their choppers and they flew off to the next thing. So yeah, they were hardcore. Really, was it SBS? It was not the SBS. Who was it? There's an easy war in the British way. Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny as hell. Yeah, I think Montgomery was living proof of that. I mean, he was good to go in North Africa for the most part, but what was it, Market Garden? Jesus Christ, man, what were you thinking? that thing went sideways bad. But he was a darling of the Allies, and they were always going to defer to him. Patton was saying the whole time, "Look, just give me what I need and point me in the right direction. I'll see you in Berlin." Yeah, yeah. If you're talking about 1945, yes, yes, yeah. SBS is badass. SAS is as well. I'm not taking anything around away from them. Maybe these guys were the paras that came down. They didn't jump in though, and we did have a landing zone for paratroops for paradrops, but they didn't use it. On Paris Island, which is a Marine Corps boot camp, Tree Goblin, it's the field training unit is a jungle that has grown up around an abandoned airstrip because it used to be an air station way back in the day, like World War I. And so it's an abandoned runway. And we were doing training out there one night. It's called Night Lights, Night Pyrotechnics, orientation for the recruits. And all of a sudden, this Cessna lands. And we're like, what the hell? We saw him coming in. Everybody cleared out of the way. Keep in mind, we're in camo, full battle gear. We've got our weapons. This guy lands. Y'all, he was a drug runner. He thought our airstrip was the one he was supposed to be going to because he saw our flares going off, for the training. So he landed. I wish you could have seen the look on dude's face. He had a buddy with him. He saw about 170 Marines standing around with rifles and war paint. And he just went, ah, and he fell on his face and put his hands behind his head. We don't arrest people. We just called the police and they came. Not one of us had a live round because this is training. So we all just had BFAs, blank firing adapters on our god awful M16A2s. But this dude just shit himself. His partner, no English, flat on his face. So we pretended to guard them, until the PMO provost marshal came and they called the state police and they came and got him. Well, hello, Caroline. How are you? I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Anyone that wants to come hang out, have a little coffee or tea or whatever the hell, then come on in. Glad to have you. My rules are always simple on my live streams. You're always welcome. Just please don't shit on the furniture. Speaking of which, man, my little chihuahua left me a present by the front door this morning, and I didn't see it. I was going to open the door for my wife and walk her out so she could go to work. And stepped right in that. Holy cow. That was a war crime, Tree Goblin. Let's see. Got another message here. Oh. All right, cool. I don't know if I said it before. I checked my email. So I just sent my son a message and said, didn't get it. The music I recorded. Hey, Frog G, what's going on, buddy? The king of the wrenches. Always a pleasure to see you. Anyway, I'm doing a new trailer for the next mailing list on Indiegogo. And I didn't like the music I had. It was close to okay, but not good. So my son has a studio and I'm a musician. He's a musician. I went up and recorded, but I just got the intro done because, I don't know if you guys know, my son suffered a head trauma. He's recovering, but not recovered yet. So I don't want to push him. But anyway, he supposedly finished. He said, yeah, Dad, I mailed that Thursday to you. Yeah, I just checked my email. It's not there. So I really need to get it so I can start building. She's a bit too sleepy right now. Caroline, did you work last night or are you just having a hard time waking up? The best part of waking up is not Folgers in your cup. It's just coffee in your cup. I'm just saying. Or at my age, as Amit says, the best part of waking up is that you're woke up. You're alive. So hopefully this week I know my microphone sounds like crap, but I never intended on doing live streams of any kind when I bought them. I bought them more so to keep this down here. I'd use it for internet calls or whatever with my business. So I didn't expect to be streaming. So you had a stressful morning. This is your afternoon nap. Well, you go get your nap on, princess. I'll keep babbling on in the background to give you something to fall asleep to. I mean, I might read the manual for operating a I don't know. Somebody give me something boring to read. I'll read the phone book and people can just fall asleep. But anyway, I'm getting offers now because way back in the day, it's strange how things come back around, guys. I did comics in the 90s and now I'm back into comics doing them. Um, and when I was going to college to supplement my income, you're very welcome. To supplement my income, I used to do record commercials for the local radio station. It's not like any kind of big deal. Come on down to Chronic Chevrolet, blah, 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 blah. Um, but it paid me a little bit of money. And now here I am again, and I'm getting people that are saying, hey, would you record this for me? Record this for me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And Frog G, you are too much, baby. How's your project coming along? I know did you launch already? Pardon me while I hack up a lung. Whew, there we go. I saw stars with that one. I smoked too much, people. Smoked way too much. So I have to get down in my chest voice to project because anything less than that comes out like an old man rasping for air. I did see that. I saw they commandeered uh, the the ferry. They commandeered a luxury liner, so some of those guys went down in luxury. Launching on oh my 1 month, September 17th. Yes. Are you happy with it, Frog G? Have you seen enough of it to go, yes, this rocks? Yeah, I know that the Royal Navy had drawn down way too small to deal with what they had to deal with, so they improvised. And hell, whatever works, man. And trust me, as an old sailor, if they said we're going to deploy you over to Europe somewhere or over to the Western Pacific, but we don't have enough ships, so we're going to put you on a luxury liner. You're not scaring me one little bit, baby. I'll go. Frog G, where are you going to launch when you do launch? What channel is that going to be on? Because I want to make sure I'm subscribed and can be there. So share the deets. I think you have a wrench on my channel, don't you? I want to make sure that everybody here has a wrench so they can drop their own links. Let's see. Oh, Frog G does not. So here comes a wrench for you. You are now a moderator. Carolyn. Boom. Let's make sure Tree Goblins had a wrench forever. Yep, everybody else is all wrenched up. If you don't have one, hit me up. Let me know. I'm happy to give one. Launching on great place to launch. I love that channel. So Frog G says, I'm very excited with what I've seen. The pages are coming along very well, and the animated trailer is progressing very well. Going to be launching on Red Valkyrie. Be sure you drop a link. I've given you a wrench. It has a Savine crew who stay for the yes, yes. And could you imagine? You're a civilian and you've been conscripted into this, and they are literally sinking ships around you with Exocet missiles. I would be shitting myself and having a good time at the same time. If they hadn't dropped the bombs in Japan, we would have missed 68 years worth of guys. You're darn right, James Hayes. And there is the link. Be sure you head over and sign up. Shadowhawk, you've got a wrench, don't you, buddy? Let me know. That's a true story, because every silver lining has a wait, no, every something like that. One sign-up backer gets their backing boosted to the highest tier and gets a custom dice set made by me. All right, nice. I'm doing some. I don't, I never understood sketch cards because I saw EVS doing them as he fulfilled. He would just draw them and include them. I'm doing a set of hand-drawn, one-of-a-kind sketch cards, but they're going to be done before I launch, so they'll just be up there. You buy one. So I hope that's acceptable in the indie comic world. I look good in blue. All righty then. I don't even know what that means. I know that Larry the Cable Guy said, I had a job as a lifeguard one year at a pool until a little blue kid got me fired. I'm still stopped up from cutting grass yesterday. I didn't used to get hay fever, but I guess since, I've smoked my lungs apart and I've gotten old and terribly out of shape, it doesn't take much to knock me on my ass anymore. Oh, Shadowhawk wants a wrench. Okay. Hey, Manacor, what's up, buddy? There's the link if you want it, bro. You're certainly welcome to come in. Let me throw some. Shadowhawk, how do you not have a wrench? Boom. There you go. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great morning this morning. And, the title of the video was I was going to save the world in less than an hour. I did it in under 5 minutes. It's at the beginning of the video when I was here by myself. Except, of course, for Tater Tot, my Chihuahua, who is also my editor on my book. So be sure to go back and see me solve all the world's problems in less than 5 minutes. Of course, let's trickle down. Wait, what? Oh. I assume there's some lag there and you were talking about the wrench. You definitely got a wrench now. And by all means, any creators are always welcome to shill the shit out of their stuff on my channel and my stream. I encourage it because I don't hang out with assholes. So you're all good people. And you are absolutely welcome to shill away. Manacor, get your butt in here. I need company. We're trying to lull Ice Queen to sleep. She's taking her afternoon nap. So now I'm going to speak in my soft, monotonous voice. Let me see. What should I do? 'Twas brillig and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borgoes, and the mome rats outgrabe. Beware the jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch, and shun the fumerous bandersnatch. And I'll forget the rest of it. I learned that in the 9th grade, and I have never forgotten that much of it. The best part of waking up is coffee in your cup. How'd the show go yesterday, Manacor? I haven't even watched it yet. Carol was on with me. She had to bounce to get over there to co-host with you guys. I hope that went well. My son says, check your spam. I already did. That's what I said in my email. I'm going to blame that on your head trauma and just ignore that one. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadow shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken, and the crownless again shall be king. My favorite poem from Tolkien. Oh, let's welcome the one, the only Pops Van Zant. What's up, brother?
What makes you think you get to save the world without me, man?
I invited you. You were late. I've already saved it.
Dude, I'm fucking... Look, you know what's going on with Rocky. I'm getting what sleep I can when I can.
I hear you, brother.
All right. So yeah, I'm dealing with him right now. Come here, dummy. Tell
Well, get
everybody
it.
how mournful you sound today. Yeah, listen how mournful he sounds today. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Get him on cam. I love that talking dog. I love it.
Dude, no, he's a whining dog right now. He's not talking. He's a whining dog. Come here, Rock.
Rocky, come here, baby.
What? I got to have the pussy dad. I got to have it. I got to have it.
Oh no.
You're not having it.
Is what's her name in Heat?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's that time again.
Yep. Dad, I really need to get laid.
Yeah, I got to have it. Got to have it.
I mean, that's how I was when I was a teenager. I couldn't articulate it, so I just went, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
What's up, Broad? Manicore, Shadow, Ice Queen, everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go get me some coffee, man. Let him out. Let Zeus back in.
You do that, and when you get back, spot me so I can go warm my coffee up.
All right.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Because there is nothing worse than room temperature coffee. I'll drink it cold black coffee, no problem. It's actually very good with a sandwich. Doesn't matter what kind of sandwich, just good with a sandwich. But I like my coffee scalding hot. Like you should have to blow on coffee before you drink it. You could have muted your mic, Pops.
You're really messed up, aren't you?
Oh yeah. So anyway, about the voice work, I'm headed out to go get a upgraded mic, but I've only got 2 USB ports, so a camera, earphones, earbuds, plus the mic. I got to get one of those. What do they call them? The the USB multi ports. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
It's on my footboard.
Oh, is he humping your floor? Your foot? What?
Oh, damn.
There we go. I'm going to mute that. Yeah, my those of you who don't know, yeah, USB hub, exactly. Thank you guys. So I'm going to get one of those because the camera port's been fucking up anyway. So I'm really down to one good USB port on this. What once was a great computer until the lightning ran in on it. Now it's a skeletal. That's my own word. Thanks, skeleton. It's my own word. Thank you very much. Anyway, going to do some upgrades. I got to get a good mic. Got to have some EQ, and I've got to have the ability to plug in all this shit. I don't know how. Like my friend Charles does it, Pops does it. They're able to use a microphone and broadcast without using headphones, so it's coming out of their speakers. But if I do that, I get all kinds of squealing feedback. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. But I said all that to say this: I can do better quality voiceovers, better quality broadcasting if I have a better quality mic. This piece of shit. As a matter of fact, this piece of shit is a replacement for 2 others because my new puppy, bringing my conversation full circle, who is now the size of a Shetland pony, ate 2 of them before I finally learned don't let her in my studio at all. Which the Chihuahua thinks is hysterical because she can come in, but the big puppy can't. Her name is Moxie. So my first headphone was very good. This one, not so much. But at least it's comfortable and it gets the job done. Hopefully, Caroline has fallen asleep with me monotonously droning on. By the way, guys, how many of you guys have watched Well Red and know Well Red stream well enough to know his voice? I'm asking for a reason. Give me a thumbs up if you've tuned in enough to know his voice. Because I found another guy that I follow, his YouTube channel. This sounds just like him. And it's Growling Sidewinder. He plays that flight simulator dog fighting game. And he sounds just like Well Red. I was like, is Well Red moonlighting? Does he have a separate channel where he does these dog fights? Growling Sidewinder. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop a link and play a couple of seconds so you can actually hear him. Uh, Here we go. Just gonna. Don't want to get copyright struck. All right, Manticore knows that voice well enough. Let's share screen. Share. Entire screen. Allow. Add. And here we go. You guys listen to this guy. Here we go. Get past his commercial.
There's one, but two MiG-25 Foxbats. Now, the Foxbat has kind of an interesting operational history. Some of it not so good for the Foxbat. For example, the Foxbat was actually gunned down by an F-5 in the Iran-Iraq War, and also the Foxbat was able to score a weekend.
So yeah.
Bank right. Oh.
I was commenting, this dude sounds exactly like Well Red.
Like what?
Like Well Red.
Oh.
If you've ever listened to Well Red, he's got that very soft, monotonous, but intelligent and articulate voice. This guy sounds
like Corey Barton.
I don't know Corey Barton.
The Barton brothers. Kozar. Doc. The Corey and Clayton. Corey and Clayton Barton. Look them up. They're big CG, dude. I don't know why you don't know.
I don't know a lot of people. Unless I put them
like
on your
big
stream,
CG.
I don't know them.
They have like a big channel, a couple thousand people, good, big CG, not like us, little CG.
Is their channel is the Barton Brothers?
Corey's is How to Draw, I think. I don't know, or I mean Clayton's is How to Draw Comics, I think. There's a few. I mean, there's a few named that, so you gotta sift through them. Let me just see. I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay.
You can go ahead and go get your coffee, bro.
I'm gonna do that, but you got to come on cam.
No, I don't.
To host my channel.
Not
there it
quite
is.
yet.
Frog G beat you to it. Bam.
Damn.
How to Draw Comics.
See, that's what he's there for. See, right on, Frog. Thank you, brother.
Frog G is the fastest wrench in the West. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, brother. Look at that.
Oh no, I can't. I can't have
comic.
that. I can't have that.
You can't top that. What are you talking about?
I just did.
That was the best. All right. So look, I ain't lying. I just got up. I put the dogs out, or did the switch. Rocky's out now. Got to find me a shirt to change into, and then I'll go back on camera. Right? To make Doc happy or whatever. It's not like I ever hide from the camera anyway. How y'all doing today? Today I finally have a day with no launch parties, no scheduled shows, no nothing. Might be the first time since before we went to Savannah that I have a day I don't have anything to do. I got Manticore though. What's up, brother?
Whoa, what's up? How you going?
Hey, it's the Hair Club for Men. Right on. Gotta have real hair around here, yo. Can't have them domes all the time. All them guys with them domes, man.
Chrome dome.
Get the glare and shit. You know what I'm talking about. Hey. Doc comes on. I have to put my sunglasses on. You do. How you doing, my friend? Tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, good. Yourself? Manticore 2.0 or Manticore, co-writer of Artifice Reanimate. I think most people know me probably. Campaign update just went live on the campaign, so if you want to check that out too. We've made some changes. We've got some new art that I'll show when Doc comes back too, if you want to see it.
Well, drop that link. You got a wrench, don't you? If you don't, I'll give you one.
Yep. No, I got one.
Oh, you got one. Yeah, drop that link, man, so I can check it out. Yeah, we're having all kind of fun around here. One dog in heat, one dog don't care, and one dog crazy as hell trying to get that. You know,
that's all that matters in his life at this current point in time. It's like,
Rocky just loony. This is the worst I ever seen him. He's flat loony right now. I just put him outside. You go out there and howl at the freaking moon, dude. Leave me alone.
run it off.
He's crazy right now.
Hey, Manicore.
Almost
Oh,
there.
yeah, there
Hey, go
you
on,
go.
Doc.
There
All
you
right.
go. Yeah, there it is. That's the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
Artifice reanimate. Quit doing that, Doc. Trying to
You
show
quit
the people.
doing
Thanks, Frog G.
Trying to show the people. It just came up.
So was I. So I'm thinking about doing a new show on Wednesdays, Pops.
That's good because we got nothing on Wednesday.
About mid-morning to stream on the Madness and on my channel. Me, you, and Rex, Grumpy Old Men.
Man, you don't want to hear my grumpy old man rants. They
Yes, we
get
do.
enough of those as it is on my regular shows.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the Grumpy Old Men rants. Grumpy Old Men solving the world's problems by bitching about them. What do you think,
By
Manicore?
bitching about him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I reckon it could work.
Man, I don't
I'd watch
think
it.
I don't think I could be in on that one, Doc.
Yeah, whatever.
I like I said, I give enough of that on my own shows. I don't need a show dedicated to it.
Dude, it's just gonna be us hanging out. That's all it is.
I know, but I can already see you and Rex on Grumpy. I already know you and Rex on Grumpy. That's what I'm saying.
We got into it again over Jackson Pollock the other day. He gets fired up.
Oh, shit.
I mean, of course, I'm right, but so yeah, if you're watching Rex, nah, I gave you
Doesn't
the
Rex
link.
work during the day though?
No, he works at night,
Oh, all right.
and then he hangs
So he's
out
trying
on
to sleep.
he hangs out on Vic's stream for like days. This dude does not sleep.
Days.
And here's
Days.
my chair.
Oh, the chair stream.
I may be back, I may not, but there's
He-
my chair.
He had 138 views on his empty chair.
I know, I was 2 or 3 of them.
I know, me too.
Everybody kept going back to see if he was back yet. Or
I
if he
did this.
shut it off. That's
I did the same thing. I
know what's up. You can't trick me, Rex.
So I am, by the way, I'm currently inking the last page for Grave Tales for Rex.
Oh, that'll make him very happy. But he said to me yesterday, or on Sunday, he goes, he keeps telling me he's on the last page.
Well, that's because he added some stuff to it. We lost Manicore. He changed the story and added some stuff. I'm like, dude. But fortunately for him, I don't know how I did it, Pops. I don't know how I did it, chat. But I condensed the 9 pages, and I was actually on page 8, so I had another page to play with. So it just, of course, I had to add another page of content.
Right.
Hey, come on in, bro. What happened to you?
No, I can't hear. I'll come back. I can't hear a word. It's the audio's screwing up. I'll be back.
All right. All right.
He's going to have to go put headphones over that beautiful head of hair, man. This sucks. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Frog G, you were there at one point, and I think Tree Goblin was there at one point. I popped in, and there were like 2 or 3 people in the chat, and it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's what I did. I popped in. I made a couple comments. I was like, where the hell is Rex? What's going on here?
Yeah, I would leave, and I would say, and he's still going and going and going, and then I would leave.
Worship the chair. I said something like that. Worship the chair. There
Yes.
you go.
And going and going and go. I mean, the dude literally just went to work, and I was in the stream before he left, but I left before he left, and he had said to whoever was on his panel, "Yeah, you guys just keep it going. I'm going to go to work, and I'll come back." And blah. No, they left, and nobody could close out the stream.
Nobody works for Rex.
That's exactly. You ain't paying me.
You don't get to tell him stay here till I get back.
Oh, you know, Rex. He was polite about it.
Yeah, I know. So at 1:30 today, Rich is going to do a draw stream too.
Yep, I got to be there. I hate that I missed his launch.
Yeah, I know.
But after spending, I was so mad. After spending almost $3,000 repairing my car, Tacy calls me. It won't start. You know, she has to travel between the schools. She calls me. She's at this one school. She can't get it to start. So I go over there and I look at it, and it was one of the computer plug-in thingies.
Always, yeah,
Just
always.
wasn't plugged in all the way.
Yeah.
It's like if I spend $3,000 for
Look,
you
I'm
to
telling
fix
you,
this shit,
when you guys go to AutoZone and they run the tape and they read the tape and they say you need this and this and this, a lot of times you'll see there's 4 or 5 things there. You start with the cheapest.
always.
You replace that. And then if that don't fix the problem, you go to the next cheapest thing on that list. Do not let them say you need all this shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Because
Yeah.
you probably only need one of those things and it's affecting the performance of the other 4.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
So like I know how to do the basics, and that includes checking your vacuum lines, checking your plugins,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And I did, and that fixed it. But I'm like, for almost $3,000, don't you think you could have plugged that shit in there till it clicked?
Yeah.
Because I promise you, it didn't unclick itself and unplug.
Yeah. That's it. Look, man. Half
Left
the time
flew
they do
all
that
over me.
shit so you come back. They
Mhm.
can charge you again. That's why they do that shit, man. It's like, don't look, mechanics are like, I ain't gonna say it.
Some of them certainly are. Hold on a second, Manicore. I got to get back over here. Come over here.
First off, get somebody that you trust working on your car and never take your car to anybody else. That's rule number 1.
This guy we did trust, and he did do a good job fixing it. But having said that, just was not happy that they didn't do that one little thing.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, though. Those are the little tricks that bring you back. If you hadn't got under there and started checking stuff, you'd have had to tow that car back to him, right?
Yes.
Yes. That costs money, huh?
It'll cost a fortune.
Okay, how much you think them tow truck drivers getting a kickback for bringing cars back to that lot?
Well, we would have requested that lot, and it
Exactly.
it'd be
And they're
$7.
going to get a kickback from that because dude didn't plug in a plug.
So
You
there
see
we
what
go.
I'm saying? It's all, man. I've
Look at
worked
that.
with junkyards. Me and my uncle used to hustle cars for about 10 years. That's all we did was buy old cars, fix them up, and sell them.
Is this
junkyards? We dealt with auto parts houses. We dealt with mechanics. And
this
look,
looks like Dillard's work. Is this Dillard? It looks like Dillard.
why wouldn't you say whose work it is? It must be his if he doesn't say anybody else, right?
No, Manicore doesn't draw.
Well, put somebody's name on there. There you go. Don't piss
Never.
off voodoo priests.
No, I think this was just one of his second line mechanics was finishing up, reconnecting, because it was a total top end rebuild on my engine. Oh, it is. That look at me knowing my artists. But anyway, I just don't think he plugged it in all the way. No big deal. And this guy that we go to, he would have fixed that shit for free, and he would have covered the towing. I promise you, we know him really well, so he wasn't going to scam us.
Well, word to the wise for everybody else out there.
Yep.
You know, little things like that, little things like leaving that unplugged.
Yep, that can hurt you.
That's a break. Just they can bring you back to their shop and they can fabricate 3 other things that go along with that. You know, it's like, we need this and this and this.
Oh, listen, on my favorite car that I ever had, which is my '76 Nova, I had a guy beat me to death doing that because I was stranded in the middle of effing nowhere. I'm on active duty. I've only got 3 days to get back to my base. So he beat me sideways. I was so pissed off.
Did you say 76 Nova?
I did.
Man, I didn't like them square ones.
I loved mine. Loved it. It was jacked in the back, super wide 50s.
I had a 73 with the hatchback, and it was
the 70.
This thing did low 12s.
Yeah, the 73 was
quick for a fucking heavy car. You know?
Well, that's why I liked my 76. Not saying it was better in any way. It's just the one I had. But my 76 being much lighter with that same 350 built out, it was quick. It was quick.
It was real quick. We had traction bars. We kept it stuck to the ground. It would grip and go.
Yeah.
Goodyear Eagles, we had that dude.
But
that car,
the good thing about mine,
it has a motor from a from a Chevy pickup.
Hmm.
Okay, all the torque, the 4-bolt main, all the torque of a pickup. Dropped that in that Nova and just brought that car to life. The 350 that came with it, dead compared to the motor we put in it. You
It was
know,
the other 350, right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
4-bolt main. You know, we put that one in there, and then 350 turbo trans with a slide over shift kit, traction
my God.
bars.
Oh my God.
You
Oh
know,
my God.
everything was balanced. Even the freaking drive shaft, everything was balanced at a certain speed, at a certain RPM.
Yeah,
That
but
thing
mine
was
had air conditioning.
so smooth, dude. Then we just we rebuilt the whole front end, everything, brake
I didn't-
springs, everything under there, idler arms, everything
didn't
was
do all that.
brand new.
But
And,
I had air conditioning.
dude, when we went to get it aligned, we took it to get it aligned after we replaced everything on the front end, and dude's like, "Who did the work?" And me and Jeff are like, "We did," and he's like, "No way." And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "That thing came back so close to specs. There are only 3 shims in your front end.
Nice.
3. You know, it was like dude, that car was sweet. It was straight. It was, everything that you wanted in something you were rebuilding, right? Dude, I love that car, man. We called it the Highway Roll. Dude, the hatchback, you could fit 2 people back there and a big dog comfortably.
Yep.
Sleeping.
Yep.
You know, we had
Now-
a big pad back there. The back seat was always down. We had a big pad
Yeah.
back there for the dog.
That made me think of right after that mechanic beat me to death on mine when I had it in a legitimate shop. I got it home to the command I was stationed at. I was coming up to where I'm at now to see my in-laws family with my wife, right? But the car's in the shop. So another buddy of mine that lived up this way, we rode with him in a Pinto station wagon.
Oh.
But
Right. Car history.
the cool part was we would lay down in the back seat and we had the whole flat back there. So we would just lay down and chill because he had one of those idiotic moonroof things.
What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, what's the Mercury version of a Pinto?
A Vega?
Nope, that's a Chevy.
Yeah, no.
Mercury version of a Pinto. It's a Pinto. It's just got Mercury on it instead of Ford.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
It's a Bobcat.
Mercury Bobcat. That's right.
Mercury Bobcat.
Do you remember when the Cougar and the Thunderbird were the same car?
Yeah.
Same thing. And then the Capri and the Mustang for a while, the Fox bodies, they were the same car. And I had
You blame NASCAR for that.
Yeah, I had an 85 Mercury Capri. I loved it. It was a great little car.
NASCAR started making all these body styles that look the same so that everybody's got the same aerodynamics. And then the production models come out looking the same. It's like, cut it out.
Yeah. I'll tell you what would impress me is if NASCAR went back to being actual stock car.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
All you're allowed to do, change the tires, put in the safety
But
gear.
see, they got so much crap on cars nowadays, they'd never make it 500 miles full speed.
Shorten the track. Shorten
They
the
never
race.
make it.
Well, what I'm saying is you do enough mods to make it track worthy. But
You got
that's
to get
it.
rid of all that electronic crap. You got to get rid of all that catalytic converters.
Yeah.
All that crap that's on a stock car today would have to go. So it wouldn't be stock anymore anyway.
But if you want to impress me, you do that. And by the way, use the old ones. Go back to the 70s
Yeah,
and
that's what
just
I'm
get
talking
a stock car and race them bitches around the track.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Novas versus Cougars. That was the day back then. They had the Apollo.
Yeah.
What was Apollos? They had a bunch of different
What was
cars they had out
what was Petty's car? His
there. He had a
STP?
Charger.
Yeah, Dodge Charger. And
And none of the cars looked the same. The bodies
No.
weren't exactly the same, so that everybody had the same aerodynamic.
they weren't that
advantage.
plastic shit that just lifts off. They were actual cars. What was Cale Yarborough had he was using, thank you Lord for, I think he had a Monte Carlo, didn't he? The Monte Carlo SS, the 72.
I know Pearson I think had the it wasn't the Monte Carlo, it was the one that looks just like it, International.
Oh yeah.
I think there were a few of them that ran that car, and that ended up being a decent freaking car, man. You know, it's like as far as a street ride.
Yeah.
You know, those were nice. Those Grand Nationals were real sweet.
My little girl wants to come on the stream. She's climbing into my lap. Come here, baby girl. Come here. There you go.
Yeah, Rocky's out there scratching at the door. Let me in. Let me in.
You gonna say hi to everybody? Look, she just wants to hug. She don't want to get down.
She don't care about us. Don't care about us at all.
Tater.
All right, I gotta let him in. I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. So, for those of you that haven't met her, this is Tater Tot. Not because she's small and brown like a tater tot, but because she poops tater tots. Just telling you. So, this was originally my stepdaughter's dog, but she refused to take care of her. So I adopted her, and she has become my co-pilot. Where I go, she goes. So I made her editor in chief of my comic book company. I show her the pages, and if she doesn't eat them, then it's a good page, right? Are you right? Yes. Oh my goodness. Is something getting you? Do your ears need cleaning? Oh my God, what are you on? By the way, her breath could knock a buzzard off a shit wagon. Just telling you. I need to brush your teeth. I bet that'll go over well. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. You guys got a dog? Tell me about your pets. What do you have? I love hearing about other people's stuff. Your dog, your weather, your home. Where do you dwell? I guess I'm just interested in people. I don't know why. It's very peoply out there, Tater. Very peoply. And we have to go out in it later. Are you going to ride with me? You going to ride? She's not even reacting to it. Normally, if I say you want to go for a ride, she loses her mind. Are you going to go for a ride? What the baby girl? All right. That's enough cuddling. I need you to get down now. Oh, the baby girl. I know. She don't want to get down. Look at her. Down you go. No, ma'am. You're not getting back up here. Go lay down. Anyway, there we go. Tell me about your pets. I want to hear about your pets. I do. But you got to hurry up. Type it in.
I can't type that fast. Yes, I can, but don't tell anybody.
I can, but not classically.
Yeah, me neither. I'm the fastest two-finger typer in the world, man.
I'm 4.5. I can use a thumb.
2 in the thumb, and I'm fast as hell.
Yep. I learned.
The grandkids are down here. They're like, "You can type really fast, Grandpa." I said, yeah, it'd be really, really fast if I could use all my fingers.
I know, right? I learned in college because, of course, you had to type everything, and I had to teach myself to do it. And I'm like, my mother could type. Manicore doesn't have any pets. My mother could type super high numbers. She was a professional secretary. Blah blah blah. She tried to teach me. I couldn't learn, but I'm a musician. So I know how to do intricate shit with my fingers.
Right.
So I thought, like the word remember is a pentatonic scale. So this one does the rhythm and this one does the hard stuff. And I can fly.
Oh, poor Rocky. He's having such a state, dude. He's in such a state.
Time to get them balls cut off.
Well, see, I don't even think that would matter for these two.
It would.
I mean, even the one with his balls cut off is over there fighting Rocky.
Well, that's because Rocky's getting aggressive.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would change him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it would change him at all. He's just that dick.
Frog G has one cat at the moment. I have a cat, but he lives outdoors. He's a Maine Coon, big old thing. His name's Cooper. He's dumber than a box of rocks. He was an indoor cat, but he was just too dumb to come back in when I let him out. So he just lives in the carport.
Oh, that was a good one.
So, let me see.
Look, he's even got that stupid, crazy eye look, man. Look at him.
Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, Rocky!
He's even got the Rocky. Come here,
Rocky. What are you doing, Rocky? What are you doing, buddy?
That's what
Rocky.
you do. Like, man, you ain't got what I want, Doc. That's all I got from that. You ain't got what I want, Doc.
So Amit wants to know if Manticore has a YouTube channel. I think he does. I know he streams with Smirk
He's on Twitter.
quite a bit. I keep forgetting
Got a
that
book.
he's not currently streaming on his channel. All right. We'll have to change that, Manticore. You're
Well, he
too
doesn't
pretty
need to.
not to
He's got all these
stream.
other channels to go hang out on. That's
That's the reason I'm doing on my stream on my channel.
well, you can send this to 3 destinations.
I can, but the thing is, I didn't want to step over the madness without talking to you first.
No, if we got that, look, I schedule my stuff a week in advance.
I know.
I mean, I put up all the shows we got to do. Anything you want to do around those times, just give us enough hourage for each show.
Right.
I mean,
I typically don't go over 2. I mean, I saved the world in less than 5 minutes. What else is there after that?
there is something missing here, though, Doc.
Uh-oh. Here we go. I
Gotta
know
have-
what he's doing. I
Gotta
know
have
what he's
some
doing.
kind of banner rolling.
No, I don't. I can do that.
Look.
Boom.
How about this one?
Rex. Oh, where's the pariah one? I'm going to put that up.
Oh, I don't know. I might have had to drop that one because you said you were starting a new.
I am,
page.
but in the meantime, it can be scrolling. Let's see.
No, I mean I dropped it out of the thing because you can only have so many.
Right.
Go to
I know.
add one. Sometimes you get that message that says you got to drop something. I look at it. Oh, Doc's gonna change that anyway.
Yeah, I know. No worries.
Actually, I didn't. It's right there.
Oh, pow.
I dropped somebody else's. You see how that works?
Yeah, that's as it should, sir. As it should.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, try to take care of our people, man. You hear that?
Amit
You hear
says, "I
this?
miss your pretty hair." Manticore says, "Thanks, Amit." By the way, who did your icon, Manticore? I know you told me before, but it's really good. Rocky boy.
Dude, he's just panting like he's been running a marathon. He's been like that for 3 days, just whining. It's like, dude, you ain't getting none.
Pops, are you still thinking about going to the opening in Augusta or no?
Well, that's all dependent on Jeremy and Jason and what they want to do. Yes, I'd love to go down there and cover that event.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like to go cover a big movie premiere? Especially some little chump channel like mine. Hell yeah, I'd want to do that.
With one of the actors from the movie. Yeah, that guy seemed pretty cool. Whoever
Jason?
he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason needs to crowdfund getting his SAG card so he can get a speaking part and become somebody.
Well,
Because they offered him one, but he had to say no because he didn't have a
Yeah.
SAG card.
he said he wasn't spending $3,000 for
Yeah.
a SAG card.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
If it was
you-
reasonable, he'd have probably went and
Crowdfund
done
that
it,
shit. Yeah, crowdfund that shit so you can get those speaking parts. Is what I'm saying.
Well, we got Jeremy Mace has his partner, the guy, the G.I. Joe Con guy. He's got the guy who made it possible for us to broadcast on Saturday.
Yeah,
at the con. He's also has a book coming out, and he's going to be we're going to be an intricate part of what he's got going on as well. I like the direction of where we're going, man. We're getting in good with some con organizers, getting in good with some people that have real connections that can really boost us up and boost up the people we represent, the people we promote.
I had a speaking part in a movie called The Wronged Man with Lisa Bonet. And I got it by being a little blackmaily.
The algorithm sent me Well, it's about time they started working for us.
Yeah.
You actually caught us on one of our very, very relaxed, no topic type, me and Doc just hanging out shows.
Check that out. You're welcome.
What the hell's going on? These guys messing with me in the chat, aren't they?
But anyway, I had a speaking part in a movie because my probationers that were in the group that I was doing counseling work with were required to pay their probation fees, and none of them had the money, so they could get money to go be extras in this movie. There was a scene in a church where they had to fill the pews, so all of them got dressed up, went down there. But I called the associate casting director and said, "Yeah, you can't have my guys if I don't get a speaking line." And they went, "Well, let me get back to you." And they had one for me. So my one line was I was supposed to say to this protagonist who was starring opposite Lisa Bonet, and I was supposed to be deeply Southern. I was supposed to say, "Why did you bother coming back here?" That was my line.
I was in a movie once.
And they were like, "Oh, that's cool. Just do it like that." I'm like, "All right." The morning of the shoot, they send you a wake-up call. I got a wake-up call. I had pneumonia. I had coughed myself hoarse. I answered the phone. "Hello." And they said, "Is this Mr. Blaylock?" "Yes." "Well, we need you on set at 6:00 this morning." "Okay." I get there. I got nothing. And I was like, "Can I just do it with this voice?" And they're like, "No."
Man, I just spent all the time gargling hot salt water.
I tried. I wanted it just so I could have an IMDb credit.
I was in one movie once, Doc. When I was a kid in Minneapolis, they made the movie, I think, Ice Castles. Hockey and figure skating movie. Okay, and they wanted extras to fill the stands, so they had a crowd at the events, right?
Can you hear us?
So me and a bunch of my friends went down there. Me and a bunch of my friends went down there, and we all, sat in the stands all day. We got to eat, they bought us lunch, we hung out. But when you watch the movie, you see us one time where the director came over to where we were at, and he goes, "All right, when I cue you guys, I want you to all look that way and go." Okay, so like make an amazed look on your face, like she just did some magnificent trick on the ice skates, right?
Yes, just like that.
So that's the only thing you see of me. I'm like 14, and I'm like, that's me in the movie, right? But I mean, there's like 30 people in the picture. It's like a crowd set.
In the
it's
shot,
not just me.
There are people here locally.
You find,
There are people here locally that I kid you not are making their careers off being extras because they film some. We're the new Hollywood, South Atlanta.
Dude,
every Marvel
Walking
movie,
Dead, man, I got
Hunger
stuff
Games, Walking Dead, everything
I got
is
stuff
filmed
from
here.
that store, that Walking Dead store. A friend of mine went through there and sent it to me. He met the big doofy guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
The
about.
big doofy guy. I can't remember his name, but he met him there at the store, had pictures, sent me a whole bunch of shit. That was cool.
But there are several friends of mine. They're younger. They're like in their 30s and 40s. And they make a living off being extras. And they bitch about it. They sit around the coffee house going, "God dang, man, we got to stand around for 12 hours to be on camera for 3 seconds." Yes, but you're getting paid all day for doing that. So what are you bitching about?
No,
It's like you're
Bitching
digging a
about is
ditch.
that guy over there is here for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And he's on screen for 30 minutes, and he gets paid way more.
That's true, but you're not digging a ditch in the hot sun,
Oh,
Now, there's one girl, I won't say
That's
her name,
true.
but she's on. You can, if you
You're
go to
standing
my
on the side of the road.
Facebook, you'll see her in there. She's about my age, blonde, skinny. She is always a zombie. She's a zombie extra on The Walking Dead because she already looks like one. She's skinny and gaunt.
She looks like she's Walking Dead.
So they slap her
Bitch
up,
looks like the Walking Dead.
and she's very proud of the fact she's been killed like a dozen times. Do you have any speaking parts? Yeah. I mean, does that count as a speaking part?
Yeah, I've died in The Walking Dead like 12 times.
Yeah. But is that a speaking part if you just make
I don't
a
know
noise?
if it's words. Is it classified as speaking? I don't think so.
Yeah, if it's not words. Like the you remember the Star Trek theme, the original series changed from the vocal to music the next year because that vocalist wanted a
Yeah.
screen credit for vocals to get her SAG money. So they said, "Screw you, we'll just replace you with a French
No,
horn."
no. Yeah.
Like,
Get the fuck out of
damn,
here.
man, that was
Give me
brutal,
money.
savage.
Okay,
I'd
Doc,
be-
I'm going to need your help sometime this week around, if in the evening, if we're out here live, tell me to go take a picture of the sunset.
Okay, all
Because
right.
I got somebody is like the Big Sexy over there on Big Sexy Outdoors. They do a contest every week where they ask the people that, you know, support them, go take a picture of this or go take a picture of that. And then they do a drawing and they give shit away every week. They pick
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
one of the pictures, all the people that enter, and, you know, they give stuff away, man. They're
Well, now,
cool.
what are they giving away? Because
Win shit.
They give away all kinds of stuff, man.
because
all-
I've got a sunset for you, baby.
Well, see, it's not it's not one that you took 8 years ago. It's
No,
take one and post it.
I can go that way, a block, climb up out of the little valley I'm in. You would not believe the sunsets we get over there.
See, I can walk that way for a block and be on the shore of the lake and catch the sun as it's going down over the lake. Oh,
I've got blue misty mountains.
see, there'll be a whole bunch to choose from. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Every week, there's a different topic for the photo, and every week they give something away to somebody who wins in the drawing.
I'm gonna
Big
take a
Sexy
picture.
Outdoors, man. Go check it out. It's a good
I'm
channel.
gonna take
You
a
like
picture of
hunting,
one of my paintings.
fishing.
One
If
of
you
my
like
sunsets.
hunting or fishing or any of that kind of stuff, or if you have a dog that just won't shut up,
I'm gonna take a picture of one of my paintings of a sunset and send that in.
what's
They
up,
like
Rob?
them apples. You didn't say it had to be the real sun.
What's up, Rob? What's the matter with you? What are you sneezing for?
Arf, arf,
What?
He's
arf.
hard up.
What? What's the matter?
Oh my God, Pops! You
Look
have
at
the
him. He's
the losingest team in football as your mouse pad.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Huh.
I own that.
It takes
mean,
look.
like-
It takes a lot to be worse than Atlanta. Just saying.
Actually, all I got to do is take Atlanta to the World Series against the Twins.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You want to go there? Yeah.
But
we
who
can go there.
won the most NCLSs? Atlanta. Atlanta owned the
Twins ain't in
90s.
the NCLS. They ain't in the National League. I don't give a fuck what they do over there.
Who
When
won
they
the most
came over
league
here, they got their
championships?
ass beat. That's
They didn't,
what
get, they didn't get their ass beaten. Terry Pendleton absolutely touched third in the winning game. They said he didn't. They kept showing the rewind of his foot knocking rosin off the bag.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he did. He touched third. Poor
He's
Terry
still
Pendleton. Friend of mine is Dwight Smith. He was on the Braves. And he said, I asked him, I said, was that you in the game that didn't, they said didn't hit 30? He goes, no. He said, my RBI was legit. I scored. I did my part.
What's the matter, Rock? What'd you stick your nose in, dude?
My chihuahua's freaking out that she wants to go outside too. So hold it down. Let me take the chihuahua out so I don't have little
What's the
tater
matter
tots
with
in my floor. Be right back.
Man, I don't know.
No
He stuck
worries.
his nose in something. He's sneezing up a storm over here. So, yeah, we launched Rich Parada's The Roaring yesterday. I think he's up at
Yep.
like 37 or 37 backers or something already. Y'all rock that. Get that one
Yeah,
funded.
it was 27 last I looked. But that was earlier today, so he must have jumped up again.
It's-
Good on him.
it's
Yeah,
bumping.
he's tagged me, and he's yeah.
Yeah,
good.
it's doing well. I'm real happy with it. Of course, we got a ways to go. Yeah, 37 backers. Just not quite 1/3 funded. So, you know, there's a little ways to go, but happy with 24 hours, you know.
Yeah, that's
37
decent.
backers in
24
24 hours. We'll take that. You know, it's a good start. Also, Slaughterville number 2 went past the 50%. Yesterday, it's up to 39 backers. So check that one out. Slaughterville 2. We actually gave away a signed copy of Slaughterville 1 during the launch party. If anybody was watching, backer number 8 won the signed copy of number 1 in the launch party. Chris likes to do stuff like that, so the Slaughterville campaign is going to have more giveaways. It's going to have more, just you better be paying attention or you're going to miss that. You know, that kind of stuff. He likes doing that kind of stuff. So pay attention to the Slaughterville 2 comic book campaign. You might end up with the freaking game. You never know. Okay? So
Pops kills me.
What Chris is doing over there, because
Pops can't even help it. He's gonna promote. He's a promoter.
Look, Chris is our sponsor, bro.
Yes.
Without him, we don't even have a show right now. So we're gonna plug him anytime.
I don't mind, but it's like your knee-jerk reflex is to shield.
What he's doing is legit. Okay,
Fish is gonna swim.
He's got games.
Pops is gonna shield.
You know, he's got the Gods of Metal game. He's got a game called The Cult. He's got this one, this is a heavy box. This isn't a box with a couple of decks in it. This is a box full of cards.
Right.
He has a bigger box. The deluxe edition is like huge. And he's going to be doing some stuff with that too.
Hey, Pops, is that the guy I'm doing the commercial for?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's a super nice guy too.
Yeah. Without him, we don't go to Savannah, dude. He's the one that got me down there.
He's a super nice guy, and I have a lot of respect for people that are just good people.
He just wanted to help. He just wanted to help, right? When I threw out the call.
If you're straight up and you're decent, then you get a lot of points with me as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I don't have any use for assholes. There are enough of them in the world without me contributing to their ranks.
I just don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah, that's same.
You know what I mean? It's like everybody's like, why won't you come on my stream? Well, there's certain people go on their stream that I just ain't hanging out with or being associated with them and not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build my channel. I don't want everybody going, every time I go there, that guy's there. No, that guy ain't going.
Well, look, I do that to people. I do that to people.
That's why we chose the Discord, to grow the channel with Discord, because then you can get people in there and like you can allow people certain access to certain places. So if you want them to have the link to the show, they get it. If not, the option's not even there.
I've pretty much left almost every Discord or DM group I was in, because at some point every one of them turned into a people bitching at each other or
a shit fest.
Dissing somebody who's not in there to defend themselves, shit like that. I was like, man, this is like an old woman's sewing circle. I'm out. It's like
I find somebody I don't like, and they invite me on their stream, and immediately they lose subscribers just because I'm there. So that's my payback. I mean, Pops would be at 4,000 right now if it weren't for me going up.
If it wasn't for you and Rich, right now, man, I'm my own personality. I got people that like me and people that don't. You know that. And I ain't changing.
And that's the thing. No matter how much you try to please people, there's always going to be people that don't like you.
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg had that great joke. He said, "Yeah, you can't please all the people all the time, and all those people were at my show last night."
Complete any of them.
Well, we all know what's really up. Okay, I have people sometimes that tune into my show that have known me for 30 or 40 years. I can't come out here and act like I'm somebody else. I can't put on a facade. I can't be blah blah blah. Right. I gotta be me, because if I don't, my own friends, real friends in real life, are gonna come at me stupid, right? Like, what the hell was that, Pops? That ain't I'm not gonna have my real friends.
Listen, I wouldn't be stupid. I wouldn't be able to live stream if my mother was still alive, because my potty mouth. She would tune in and hear, and then she would drive all the way here to whoop my ass.
Yeah, my mom like, I can't watch your show. You people say too many bad words.
And I don't mean to, man. I don't mean to be a potty mouth. It's my biggest vice. I kid you not, that and smoking.
Well, they want us to go in the Navy, and then they don't want us to swear afterwards.
I'm a sailor.
A friend of mine a friend of mine's kids always say to me all the time, they're like, "You said a swear word," like, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like, like, when you get to a certain age, you
There
get
you go. Thanks,
like,
Rod.
the perks of
Rod's on
saying
top.
certain words that other people can't.
Yes.
Oh, there was one more that we launched too. The one we launched on Monday. Mike Nunnally's book. I don't think not too many people know who he is. Okay, he's kind of new. So I'm trying to help him get seen and whatnot. That's the only one. Those three, the ones that we launched just in the last few days, I want to get them funded, man, because, dude,
Well, yeah.
you know, you got people that backed it. Okay, it's not just for Mike Nunnally. It's for all the fans that have backed it so far and want that book. Okay, you know, I want it to get funded because I don't want the fans to be let down. There ain't a whole lot of things in comics that suck more than getting a refund for a book you really wanted.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, as a fan, you got to remember, I'm a fan. I always look at it from the fan's point of view as well. I'm not just doing this for creators. I'm doing it for those people that want the book.
I think that what would suck worse is not getting a refund or the book. that would.
Now, see, that gives me something to be mad about. The other is disappointment. There's a difference. I'd rather have something I can bitch about than something that's just, man, it just didn't happen, and that fucking sucks. You know?
And a lot of the time with indie creators, you're investing in the creator themselves as well as the business model, or the business and the product. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if they fail, it's a kick in the guts too. Like, it's like, so like, you want to see people succeed as a backer as well. Like, I started off as a fan in Comics Gate. That's how I came in.
Well, yeah, the first sentence in the mission statement in the Comic Related Madness is, what is it, Doc? I want you all to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first sentence of the mission statement. That's why I built the Comic Related Madness into a networking, a programming group, so that everybody gets a chance to be seen and get their stuff out there. Oh, there's another one. That one funded right away. We did good with Lee.
Yeah,
we got Lee funded real quick. You know.
Now, my business motto is, all I wanted was a sandwich. Is that so wrong? It's, you know, all I wanted was a sandwich. Is that so wrong?
Pasta and sauce.
Reasonable request.
I want a sandwich with pasta and sauce.
Is this not a reasonable place to park?
A meatball sandwich. Is this not a reasonable place to park? It's on the sidewalk.
Yes, this is not a reasonable place to park. Many fine books have been written in prison.
Get published.
Oh, me. Don't get me started on Fear and Loathing. I'll go find it and watch it, and I'll be quoting that shit all week. There's certain movies that will get in my head.
There's so many levels to that movie too.
Yes. Fear and Loathing is one of them. Tombstone is
like the first time you watch it, it's just a mess. Like, but the more you watch it, the more you watch it, the more it gives.
It's funny.
Like,
I meant to turn off the camera and do that. Oops.
There's a gross section of the movie that I don't even like to watch, but I still watch it. But Tombstone will get in your head that way. You'll be quoting Doc Holliday all month. Braveheart will get in your head. Suddenly, everybody you know speaks with a Scottish accent, and there's a few others. Dragon Girl, Albino Warrior, #1, over on Kickstarter.
That's the one.
Yep.
That's the one where I'm just worried that dude doesn't have a big enough fan base yet.
And this is who?
Mike Nunnally. He was on
Nunnally.
Monday Madness. We launched it on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, I just
By
don't.
the way,
what do you think of that piece of art, Doc?
I loved it.
The Dillard
Absolutely.
piece, do you like it? Yeah.
Man, Dillard is one of my favorites. Dillard, Jim O'Reilly is another favorite.
Did you miss yesterday? Oh, Doc, you weren't here.
Wait
We
a
had a
minute.
special appearance yesterday.
Jim O'Reilly is one of my favorites.
He was there.
Tank is one of my favorites.
He was there.
I love Marv that does
We
Suit
didn't even
Killer.
hear. We didn't even hear that. Tank
Yes.
was on the show yesterday.
I heard. I was just finishing my thought. You know, I have a few favorites.
We
And
hadn't seen Tank in a while, and he showed up yesterday. It was good.
well, I'm glad. Is he okay?
Yeah.
Is he still on this side of the grave? Because I ain't seen my man in a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's alive, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's why I wanted to jump in there and tell you. He made an appearance yesterday. He came out. It was like,
Tank is
woo.
good people. He's a great artist. I love his style.
Did you see the succubus he did for Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that's from the game Slaughterville. That's the succubus from the game.
Isn't that he started doing that live on our draw stream?
At Savannah, yeah.
Yeah, and his style is really good. Dillard is just. There's no reason Dillard should not be as big as he wants to be. His art is just that good.
Definitely.
And don't let him hear me say that, because
it's all right.
when he comes
You
on the
think
stream,
Dillard's art's
He
good?
when he comes on, I go, Dillard.
All you got out of Rocky for that question was a whimper. What do you think?
Hopefully he doesn't hear
what do you
this, but
think of
he's
Tank's
good
work?
to work with too.
Oh, he likes Tank's work better. I'm just saying.
He's a pro. Dillard, Tank, definitely Marv, but Jim O'Reilly is amazing also.
Jim's a beast.
Jim is. I mean, he's an absolute beast.
Jim.
Rich is
Oh,
great.
God, man. Those guys are beastly. Those
Of course,
guys.
Doc is pretty fucking good too. I just gotta say, Doc, the old guy. The old guy is killing it.
You know the one without any hair, the bald one. Like,
Yeah, that guy. The big, the bad, the bald, the beautiful. Yeah, that's a little cartoon thing, man. My badass art is badass. I'm just saying. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. For that all-day hold, use new and improved snot.
And there's Jim O'Reilly's Crom right there.
Yeah, just trying to show me up.
Ooh. The guy who actually first drew Crom, the guy who created the whole concept, drew that one.
Yep.
Oh, and that one. Oh,
Quentin is good. Quentin does some good work.
no,
too.
that's not Quentin. That's
I know.
Edwin.
Later, Frog G. Thanks for dropping all the links.
See you, Frog. Thanks, buddy.
I don't have Quentin's loaded in here yet. I haven't.
No, I'm just saying. I love Quentin. That dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's got one of those laughs that will just keep you in stitches.
This one's always been one of my favorites. Have you heard the word of Crom today?
I gave you an updated version of that, Pops, where I did the lettering better. Do you not have that one?
I do not have that.
It was on the campaign page.
One thing I've been thinking about, Doc. I don't want to change the color scheme or any of the actual logos, like that obviously, but I might want to start redoing the cards a little better.
Yeah, and I need to build one from scratch, because as you do them, they lose their intensity.
Yeah.
Hey, Vic, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Vic? You can come out, dude.
Vic,
That's
how you
Dr.
going?
Hey, Vic. Yeah, the link is actually in the the Twitter version.
And JB, you're cute and everything, but you're also gone, dude. Just not playing that shit with us. I'm just not playing that shit.
I was going to say, Vic is another one of my favorites. He has been coming along. Every drawing he does, he gets better and better. And it's weird. Little Stephen B. is one of the hardest working guys out there. He is self-publishing. He's funding. He's fulfilling. And he's getting better and better. As
Yeah, I like seeing him.
And he's a hard-working little fella, and I like him. I think the world of little Stephen. I was trying to think, though. There's another person. It's not Rich, because I'm in on the Roaring. I'm sold. That book is definitely coming to my house, because it's a great idea. But who else was I thinking of? Oh, I sent Christy the link, too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, she made the mistake of PMing me a little while ago. I told her to get in here.
Yeah. First mistake of the day.
That's right.
So also, I don't know if you guys know, but you guys know Frog G makes dice, right?
Frog G does what?
I saw something
Makes
about that. Yeah.
dice, like game dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered a set of Crom dice. custom crom dice.
Yeah, I saw your set. They looked good.
No, I haven't seen them yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
What did you have in Savannah? Did you have one of his demo sets or something?
No, I didn't have that. Those were Chris's dice.
Oh,
I didn't have.
but what I was going to ask was, is he doing resin pours or is he? They got to be.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he showed me.
Yeah,
he showed me
would be,
what they look like under different light. They're not done yet, but just the base.
Yeah.
The base dice. He's like, this is what they look like under this light. This is what they look like under this kind of light. I was like, oh yeah, those fuckers are badass. I can't wait.
Oh, I am going to be doing a sculpture of my golem for the campaign as well, because I do sculpt and I enjoy it, and I haven't done it since the 90s. So you better believe I'm shooting for about maybe 9 or 10 inch.
We got to get you and Jim out to do a show about sculpting.
Well, I got to sculpt first to make sure I still can.
Like you saw his match, right?
Oh yeah, Jim's
and his
good.
Mojo. Jim can fucking sculpt too. He's crazy. And
I did
crazy challenges.
I did back in the day. I did The Thing. I did Daredevil. I did Spider-Man climbing a wall. I did Captain America, but I had to go buy a shield because I couldn't sculpt a damn shield to save my life.
If you're still here, I'll talk to you from. Y'all go check out the link. I'm sure he dropped it up there somewhere. The Voodoo book with the prologue. You know what's up.
Never piss off a voodoo princess.
No.
There are consequences for that. Ask Frog G.
You get your ass cursed.
That's John Dylan Rose in my chat.
Hey JDA, what's up, buddy? It's in my chat. This is on my channel.
Chat.
And then I did 2 people's D&D characters, and I did one that was a dwarf, and I was really proud of that thing, boy. It was badass.
Well, I'm sorry I put Pop's dog in the doghouse, Doc, but you know.
I'll give you that one because I'm on your StreamYard. What am I going to do?
It's my dog. I can do what I want with him, right? Is that right, Rocky? Doghouse. We put you in the doghouse, don't we?
But I don't know. I've never sculpted in Sculpey, is what I was going to say. And I'm not going to do these. The old ones I did in clay, and I'd go get them fired and then I'd paint them.
What's the matter? What's the matter? You're not getting laid, huh? That's your problem?
Look at him.
What's your problem, dude?
He's clearly distraught.
He can hear me.
So fucked up right now. I just want to get laid. I just want to get laid.
JDA, how are you this morning, sir? It's good to see you. We're just hanging out. I've already solved all the world's problems in the first 5 minutes of the stream.
Yeah, we already had that part.
They're done. I solved them.
Yeah, that was in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but like
actually, it didn't take a whole bunch. We took the leader of every country and we
drop
everybody
them in a
else
blender.
kind of figured out what happens if you don't treat the people right.
Drop them in a blender feet first so you can see the expression on their face. But like if you want to solve the VA crisis, this is simple, and it is a crisis. You get shit care at the VA for the most part. You fire all the civilian contractors, and you staff them with active duty military medical personnel. That's all you got to do. And make it open to all veterans and their dependents. Period.
$5,000 re-up bonus if you go to work over there at the VA. $5,000 re-up bonus right now. Go over work over there. We're giving you a job when you leave the military. You can go right over there.
Yeah. All you got to do. And it's solved because I worked
go to work
permanent party sick call. Right. And I know the quality of care we gave to the veterans. And they were in and out. No waiting. None of that bullshit. Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, this is going to be for 3 more days. Really? Oh, I'm so sorry for you, dude.
Beowar launches next week. You're launching the campaign next week or the sign-up?
I ain't getting any either, and I'm not crying about it.
Oh, no, you're launching the campaign. I want to be there when you launch, Vic. I'll be there. But yeah, I mean, I solved that problem. You want to solve the problem of shitheads in Congress, term limits. And you cannot do it, by the way.
That should have been a thing from the beginning.
Yeah, you can't ask Congress to pass that amendment, you're going to have to call a convention of states and get the governors to do it. But they will. They'll do it.
Yeah, well, the governors have term. Everybody else does, except them clowns that have been on us for the last 40 years.
Yep.
You know,
And the other part of that, Pops, was if you go to serve in Congress, whether you're in the House or the Senate, all you get paid is a stipend for your expenses.
There you go.
You should sacrifice to serve.
Well, it's supposed to be civil service.
Yes, you're not supposed to get rich.
Be a millionaire.
You're not the ruling elite. So when I run for the House of Representatives to get that $176,000 for life,
$147,000 a year. Somebody makes $147,000 a year. They go into Congress with a net worth of $700,000, $800,000, and within 3 years they're worth $44 million.
I'm going to go in to the House. I will win. I know the guy I'm running against here. He's an asshole.
Insider trading it all.
I will serve one term and get my 176 large for life.
You see, they made it way too easy to.
Yeah, you need to do away with that shit too.
It's not supposed to do that.
You shouldn't get money for life. What the hell?
Well, that's just it. Once they all got in there, all they did was vote themselves the good life.
Yep.
That's all they've done since they get elected into office is vote themselves the good life.
But anyway, that was me solving that problem.
Speaking of good life, I got an invite to join the Illuminati today on Twitter, so I was like quite impressed with that. I was like, yeah.
Oh
wow!
Ooh, get them, baby. Throw your problems at me. I can solve them. I'm right 100% of the time. Just
Rocky,
let me know.
Come here. Tell Doc your problem.
Get them laid, fixed 100% of the time. By the way, because of my former career, I have to put this disclaimer out there. If you come to me with your problem, I am not offering you professional counseling. This is just my opinion. Run, gents. Have a great day.
Give them the other side. If you come to me, it's $100 an hour, and you get my professional.
No. I'll go to jail if I do that because I was a counselor. You can't practice without credentials.
What? Rocky said, yes, you can. He does it all the time.
But my solutions to your problems.
He's appealing to the chat.
Guaranteed to be 100% correct, or your money.
We'll start a poll. Should Rocky get laid? Like,
yes. Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
If Luna wasn't so old, if she wasn't old, we'd have probably let that happen last time. But I don't want to mess her up. She's an old pit bull. I'd love to have pit bull puppies. Dude, bad little bears right there. I'd love that. But man, Luna's just too old. We don't want to take a chance with her.
All right,
kids would freak out.
The poll is in the chat.
There you go.
Rocky. Okay, now if anybody has a papered husky they want to bring round, a papered female that they want to bring round.
Paper one?
Papered.
Papered?
Oh, yeah.
We got papers on Rocky.
Well,
Anybody that's got a papered female husky and wants to.
Well, Pops, if you just hop a flight over to England and introduce Rocky to Kyushu, the stunt dog. Have you seen her channel?
No.
She's got a husky
I got time to watch.
That's adorable. I know, Pops. God almighty. Can't even joke with it.
I should be watching a husky dog channel? I should be?
Yes, you should. As a matter of fact, I'm going to...
What do I have to
Pops,
watch a channel for?
I'm going to stream snipe Kyushu talking and see what he does.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Kyushu's a dude. Never mind.
See, dude. Yeah, you hurt his feelings right there.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that on you.
He thought I didn't get down like that, Doc.
No, I didn't mean to put that on you, brother. I'm so sorry. Not that there's any judgment here.
Holy shit. This is
Nothing wrong with that.
This is why we do these impromptu streams. If you ever see one that just pops up like this, if it's not Doc or Rich actually doing a draw stream or promoting their book, we're just having fun.
I'm doing an upgrade this week, Pop, so I can actually do live draw streams where people can see what I'm drawing because my current setup just doesn't work for that. Oh, I don't want you blocked from my channel.
Just be cool when I'm out here. None of that shit happens, dude. You come out here and do your jokes are lame and old. Just saying. We're going through it again with Rocky. You're seeing what I'm going through day after day after day.
Apex, what's up, brother?
It's
Apex.
What's going on, man? Christy says she's making some food. She'll be right here. What I was going to say was I'm getting a new microphone because this one is shit. And I'm also getting a tripod for my camera that I can actually put.
I need one too, so I could draw from and show my face at the same time, like these other guys.
I can't. I don't even want to do that.
I need to upgrade.
I make faces, Apex, when I'm drawing that I don't want people to see, man.
See my snurred face going.
Talks like this.
Right. Yeah.
This is the shit right here. Why I blocked this motherfucker, and I always will. Okay, this shit is old and dead, JB. Your jokes are old.
Why is he a troublemaker? Is there nothing better to do?
All right, chill out, JB. Dillard, there's always that guy who tries to summarize your good time. I don't even know what that means.
Summarize your good time.
Not either.
I don't want to summarize your good time.
I just want to have a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
I just tried to have
Christy.
How you doing?
Hey, Christy. Good morning.
Morning. I'm making breakfast and everything as usual.
Nice.
Drinking my mug of bone broth in the morning.
Well, you already missed me solving all the world's problems in less than 5 minutes, so you can catch that on the replay.
Not doing dumb shit. That's great. A lot of people do that, or they talk themselves out of good things. It's really stupid, personally.
My coffee has gone cold again, so I have enough people here to hold down the panel while I go and refresh.
JB,
right
you settle down, baby bird.
Who's baby bird?
What are you talking about? JB's on. JB, are you having a bad cup of coffee? What's going on, man?
Let's see. Oh, Jamie, I know. I told you when you banned me the first time, it was a couple jokes that just make it worse.
Yeah.
Back when you can block me from the whole channel. What?
And I will again if you just keep it up, dude. Just shut the fuck up already. You know, you're not impressing anybody, JB. You crack your little
troublemaker.
And they say us girls are fucking full of drama. Like, what the fuck?
Man, this dude just always comes out. He want, oh, I'm gonna get a reaction today. I'm gonna go for a reaction. If that's your whole game, dude, you're lame.
Just create some art, or be a writer, or just do some creative, fun stuff. Be constructive. Don't be destructive.
Yeah,
Stop pissing people off.
And you're not the only one, dude. I've blocked other people before for disrupting other people's streams. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I don't talk to Travis Gibb or any of his people is because he went out on somebody's channel in the chat disrupting their show. That kind of shit sucks, dude. That doesn't help anybody. Okay.
No.
So I quit following that dude, and I don't let him comment in my fucking chat because we're not trying to disrupt people's shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a quandary this morning. Most of you know I have a horrible Dr. Pepper addiction, and it took me a year to break it, and I relapse occasionally. This morning was one of those times when I really, really needed to relapse, but there's none in the house.
Is anybody getting annoyed? I just need to know. Is anybody getting annoyed?
Why don't you just get the dog upstairs so we can have sex with the other dog, and then that way you'll stop howling.
Yeah, the other dog's old, and we're trying not to kill her.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could just mute the mic. That's better. Anyway, what?
So anyway.
So it is annoying, Christy. I'm sorry. I just needed to make sure people were annoyed. Okay.
Okay. Well, let Doc finish his thing. What's up?
So anyway, I went out to go and get a Dr. Pepper, got in the truck, fired it up, and then I realized Tacey had my bank card, so I can't even go to the store to get one. And I called her at work, and I said, "Honey, you've got the bank card." And she said, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Because I really wanted to relapse. I wanted to go get a Dr. Pepper." She goes, "Oh, there's one in the baking cupboard because I was going to make a Dr. Pepper cake." I hung up on her. I didn't even let her finish the sentence. So I
Dr.
go,
Pepper cake. That sounds good.
I go busting ass through the house, and there it is, a can. And then
Did
the
you stick it
quandary
in the
was,
freezer?
yeah, it's like it's room temperature. What do I do? Yeah, I just drank it. I drank it.
Ah,
I say,
ice in it, right?
No, ice waters it
Oh,
down. That's
gag.
terrible.
Oh,
No,
man.
no. Look, you don't understand, man. I didn't have time to cut the cocaine. I just snorted the shit.
That's what I snort. I don't care.
What about
He's an addict. He didn't care.
what about like so you don't put ice in it, but why don't you get Diet Dr. Pepper? Would that work?
I like the diet stuff. Do you like diet stuff, Doc?
I mean, it's decent. I mean,
What
I actually
did you say to me?
Diet.
The thing is, I'm
Oh,
saying
wow.
because
Money, money,
I hate corn syrup. That's the thing. I like regular sugar fucking sodas, but there's something in corn syrup I do not like. But I
I
like
don't like
it like
either.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't
I'll
either.
drink Diet Coke.
But it's Dr. Pepper, you know.
I'd have
And-
like 0 sugar Dr. Pepper. That's what I drink with some cherry juice. Makes a nice.
What got me over it, Apex,
Yeah.
what literally, seriously helped me get through my withdrawal, because I was knocking out a case every other day.
Oh my
I mean, just
God.
nonstop, all the time.
Damn.
Oh.
What got me off of it was the instant peach teas. They come in a little pouch. Just add water, put them in your bottle of water. For whatever reason, that instant peach tea hits that craving enough to help me get through. But the issue this morning was I was out of peach tea.
Holy mackerel.
So I was already in there making sweet tea. You know, it's like, I gotta have something. So
that's much better than the Dr. Pepper like addiction, right?
Yeah.
it is because again,
Wow.
that corn syrup is horrible for you. But guys, I just got to tell you, I don't care if it was made out of kitten whiskers. I'm drinking
Yeah.
it. When I'm jonesing, I gotta have it.
That's another little comic, little short story Chrissy could do. Some guy likes Dr. Pepper and accidentally has, kitty whiskers inside the Dr. Pepper, and he goes insane and starts cussing at the reader.
It's made out of chicken lips and kitten whiskers.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it.
I don't know. It's too soft for that. I thought it was like, pig snouts that are boiled for hours and stuff like that.
Oh.
Now everybody's quiet because I mentioned that. That's funny.
No, my son is insisting that he has sent me the music I recorded up in his studio that's for my sign up for the new video I'm making. So I went up there and I recorded it. He mixed it. Been asking him for a month. Please email it to me. I did, Dad. I did it Thursday. It's not in my email. It's not in spam. So I told him. Now, I need to back up and qualify by saying my son recently had a head trauma and he's having trouble with his short-term memory. So I'm not coming at him hard about it, but it's like, I really need it. So I may just have to drive up to his house with a thumb drive and get it myself and bring it home. Because I'm not going to come at him and go, "What are you, brain damaged?"
Yeah.
But you never know the motivation for his brain to say, "Fuck, you ain't brain damaged and it would heal faster."
Yeah.
Right.
Who fell out?
Manticore fell out. Yeah.
So anyway, my son, the long story short, to get in his front door is up a flight of stairs. His house is built on a hill, one of those. And he fell down the steps and he hit his head really hard, lost consciousness, and he suffered damage to his occipital lobe and his temporal lobe. Well, the occipital lobe has cleared up because his hand was shaking, and he's a musician, by the way. He couldn't even hold his guitar, let alone play it.
Ooh.
But it was coming on, and it was cool. So that healed, but his temporal lobe is where, like, if you smell coffee, that's coffee. That connection ain't back yet.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
sucks.
and it's slow coming back. And he works at a very technical job. And he says, "Dad, I feel like I'm in a fog all day. So it's slowly healing." I said all that to say this. I can't call him up and lean on him too hard about, "Give me my fucking music."
All right.
Oh, no worries, Manticore. but at the same time, I got to have it. So,
Hmm. So apparently, Demon Bitch got another like thing with like being a total punk rock person because I put my current cartoon up on LinkedIn about overthinking, and they said they deemed it bullying and took it down, which was hilarious. Even though all these people were going like, "I totally feel this."
are
I
you
know.
serious?
Oh
That's
yeah,
stupid.
Share it with
God.
us. Show us.
Yeah, it's no.
they're fucking stupid. Here, let me put it.
Yeah. I
There's
thought
a
we had free
against their
speech.
policies. All right, bitch. Whatever. Here, I'll share the doc.
You know, old Tom over at MySpace gave us free speech, and we just left Tom. We just left him. He gave us free speech and a theme song.
Yeah. Yeah.
We realize it doesn't go against your policies. It's like not against bullying. I'm not bullying people. Actually, I'm talking about a very real thing that a lot of people go through.
Right.
No, I want to see the cartoon, not your
Oh, okay.
notice. Not your notice.
All
Send
right.
me-
You want me to
send
send
me
that to you? Okay.
Yeah.
I've sent them all sorts of shit. I think I kind of got them sort of like, what is it? Fucking traumatized now. Here.
Oh Lord.
All right. Let's see. I'm not the world's best at this stuff. All right. So we click on the old share screen, and then you have to tell it 3 times to share your entire screen. We're going to add it over there. We're going over here, and there it is.
Oh.
Go talking. Don't do it. You'll ruin it. Trust. No one likes you. They will all forget you. You have no confidence. It will never happen for you. Don't email them. They'll fuck you over. They're trustworthy. You'll never get it. Everything will be great. Everything will be horrible. Shut up. Sometimes when I get into the flow, this shit happen. What's wrong with that? That's funny and true.
It's reality. Come on.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, well, I
Not
can
too
see
bad.
why a lot of these fucking places people fucking like
Hey,
ever
son.
no more. Is
They're
that really
getting
your
a
son?
Joke.
No, but whoever it is wants to be my other son, so they can be. I'll write you into my will.
Right. Hey, Cross Comics.
Hey, Cross, what's
Hey,
up?
Cross, what's up?
Rick Piper.
So I finished my Dr. Pepper rant. I've already solved all the world's problems.
That's good. Good for you.
And I'm dying to show off some of the art that I've done for Grave Tales for Rex. Daddy
Lady has bad language.
I'm so sorry.
Your daddy was in the military. Get over it, son.
No, she's referring to you.
Right.
But anyway,
Don't
I
get him
invited
in bad
Rex on,
language.
but I guess Rex is still passed out, and I can't show the art. It's his book, so I can't show it without his
Rise of
permission.
permission. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that house on the swamp area. It looks really awesome.
Oh, thanks. I had a ball with this story. The last page has got its first drops of ink on it, so I'll finish that today.
Cool.
And now just got to get paid, and I'll mail it off to him. And then I hope he lets me show it off because I'm not gonna scan him here. I'm sending him the raw pages. Let him do the scans.
Right.
But
Just
I
like
want
the old days, sitting
Yes.
off pages. Wow,
Yes,
that's cool.
Apex, were you doing it back then?
I was.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was. Mm-hmm.
We lived by FedEx and long distance bills.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I remember a Dark Horse submission I did for one of their anthologies back in like '96. I did it with their script. I turned it in, and of course I had a rejection notice. Went, oh, whatever. Yeah, so, a learning experience.
I was working for a couple of gimpy little companies, and Doc,
Thanks, Doc. Love you too.
my other son loves you. And I literally, I did not think that the pressure of those deadlines would be as rough as it was. But you don't have a month to crank out a book. You've got 18 days as a penciler. Because then it's got to go in the FedEx and go to the inker and then run through everybody and get back to the publisher. And the next script is already on your desk and you're already working on it. And I was like, this wasn't supposed to be stressful. but it was.
It is. Yeah. There's a one book called Watchfire. Rick Owen wrote it. Sent me the script. I drew like the first 24 pages, and then he had a script for number 2. I did about half of that, so I did about 41 pages of pencils. Then I sent it off, and Dave Scaropa started inking some of it. Rick told me that some of my pencils were so sharp that he didn't really need inking on it. Like, oh, that's pretty crazy.
No shit.
So, yeah, that never really got out. So I still have my original pencils for that book. I don't know where Rick Owen is. He's somewhere in Tennessee. And so I don't know if he's alive or not, but I like to get a hold of him and say, hey, why don't we kind of finish that up and just put it out?
Yeah, no shit. I've got a one of the publishers for one of the companies I worked for never paid me for a last issue. Hey Rex.
Hey Rex.
Welcome.
What's up?
Hey.
And he kept my art. So I finally, like 2 weeks ago, I tracked him down. And he goes, "Oh, I'm on vacation right now. I'll go look through the archives and see if I can find your work. I'll get back to you." That was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh,
How long are you on vacation, buddy? So I'm going to start hounding him. And you know, I know he's doing children's books right now, and I don't want to dox him too hard, but his name is Bob Dixon. No relation to Chuck Dixon.
No.
And I actually asked Chuck Dixon that when we were on stream together. I didn't want to attack somebody that might be his like little brother or something, you know.
Right.
But old Bob there owes me some money and owes me money. I give up on the money, but just please send me my pages back. You know, those are mine. They're not yours.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You're doing a service for people. You're devoting your time, your focus, trying to get that project done, and they don't pay you. That's just a crime.
Yeah. Yep. Of course, the reason I couldn't find him was he sold the company in between issue 9 and issue 10 I was doing for him.
Oh, God.
And when I contacted the new publisher, they said, "What? We have no idea what you're talking about." I'm like, oh, fuck. So he lived in a certain town. My brother happened to live in that same town. Now, my brother at the time was the 7 years running powerlifting champion for that state. I said, "Would you mind going and knocking on his door and saying, 'Please give me my brother's artwork politely'?"
Yeah.
He said, no problem. I'll do it. Of course, the guy had moved. So,
Oh, shoot.
I just
Your
now found
art.
him again. Yeah. Rex,
You
what's
found
going
him?
on, brother?
Wow.
Just got up, brother.
Oh, wakey.
Wakey. The ink is has begun on your last page. And you're going to love it.
Good.
So he's not awake enough.
I assume you got. No, I'm thinking about things. I'm in a writer's mood. You know, that's good. I've been taking notes.
Good. Eventually, I could use my original.
I was surprised that you
Yeah, JV, just be cool with my guest, brother.
stream this long.
It's not like me to stream this long.
I'm looking at you, JV. Hi.
What happened to Pops and Demon Bitch?
Oh, Christy went to go get some water. And there's Pop.
Okay.
He's here.
I haven't heard him since I've been on, so I didn't know.
Well, he didn't appreciate getting trolled by JV.
No,
and I understand that completely.
A whole bunch of noise.
Yep. Yeah, that and his dog's in heat. So.
Oh my.
Okay, now he's laying down. He's being quiet, so I turned the mic back on. I have the mic off because he was just making.
Oh, was he?
Howling. Huh?
Is he still down there with you?
He's right here on the floor.
Okay.
He's right there.
But
I think he might have fell asleep.
He finally chilled out.
Yeah,
it's like,
for a minute.
If I don't get some poop, look, how's the pole
If I
doing?
get up out this chair, Doc, to go to the bathroom or anything, he's going to be up and back doing it again. So I'm kind of stuck right here right now.
All right. So the poll currently says 60% of the people say don't let Rocky score, and 40% say yes. So
where's the poll? I don't see it.
It's on the YouTube.
It is. All right.
I didn't know what the poll is about, so I'm voting now too.
Well, it's like this, Doc. We have a pit bull upstairs, and she's kind of old, and she's in heat. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're not letting Rocky do her because we don't want her to fucking die. She's old.
Yeah, let him score, but not with her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get that dog laid.
If somebody else has a female husky in heat in the neighborhood, come on down.
Listen, Pops, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It could just be a mutt. It's not like, it's not like.
I mean, there's nothing else in the neighborhood, though. I mean, I'm just.
I was going to say, let him run. He'll find something. He'll go hump a tree.
Right? Just hump that tree. Put a hole in it.
That's what Doc used to do.
It is absolutely what I did, Rex. Thank you very much.
I'm back.
Welcome
hey,
back,
she's back.
What did you get? Hot tea?
No, I got coffee.
Oh, God bless you. Cheers. Cheers.
Coffee
Cheers.
for
Damn
the
it, woman.
soul.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh shit, your mug, dude! I got to show you the bag I got. I think you saw it too. Hey, Devil Flesh.
Cremated smoking.
Being cremated is my last chance.
No, she meant your face, Doc. Your mug.
Rex,
Cremated
are you
remains.
really going to come at me like that? While I have your page, while I have your pages in my hand, and I drop them in the shredder.
Take your pages hostage.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's also like, Banksy, where it was like several $1 million or whatever, and they shredded the fucker.
Yes. Yes, my baby girl. She's being all needy. She's like, by the way, she left a deuce over there behind my door.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's why I don't have pets.
See?
Which is
all you had to do was put a dog on the screen. His ass is right back awake again. Look what you did.
Which, by the way, is the reason her name is Tater Tot. Not because she looks like a tater tot, because she leaves little tater tots on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
She used to be better when my Jackrat was alive.
You fuck her too, wouldn't you?
She would go potty outside. But since he passed away, all she does now is, oh my God, poor dog, poor fella. Who hasn't felt that way? Tater, tell him bye, baby girl. Tell him
Bye,
bye.
Tater.
You'd fuck that too, wouldn't you?
Jesus. Huh?
See, as soon as you pick that dog up, he pop right back up off the floor. He was like, "Dog, where's the dog? What?"
By the way, I meant to ask you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Pops and give him your leg.
Get on camera, man. You don't hide.
He knows she's upstairs. He can smell it, and he's like, "Let me out." We got like 3 gates on the stairs, one at the bottom, one at the top, and one in the middle. Because his dumb ass going to try to get through all 3 of them at some point.
Yep.
He's saying, "When did your hearing go out? Let me out. When did your hearing go out? Let me out."
He don't want to go out. He wants to go upstairs. He wants to get Luna. That's all he hears.
He wants to fuck a bitch. That's what he wants to do.
She left a grumpy. She left a grumpy in my
the
floor.
growler.
She left a grumpy.
Leaving the growlers on the floor.
How would you like to be? What was that girl's name?
Mute the dog, damn it.
What was that girl's name?
What?
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. How would you like to be Amber Heard and have someone testify? She left a grumpy in my bed. I mean, how do you ever live that down?
Well, she can't do some toilet bowl commercials for a sponsor that she leaves growlers on the bed.
That's a great
the thing is that I hate telling an asshole, but she looks like that chick that fucking got everything because she was pretty enough. When she hits 35, she's going to go tank, and no guy is really going to go hit in unless he's 70 years old and he's desperate.
Sounds
what
like
are you?
She's not going to age like Diane Lane. Okay, she's not.
Diane Lane's beautiful.
She's going to age really badly.
Yeah, she's not going to be
attractive now.
Yeah, I don't think she's all that pretty. I don't think she's all that pretty.
I don't see why women or anybody would fall all over that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: she's pretty enough because she's young. This is the thing. You want to hear it from a woman? Here it is. She's pretty enough because she's young, but because she's such a bitch, And the fact that she probably like thinks, oh, I'm the hot shit, then she'll age really bad.
Yeah.
You'll see it. Like when she hits 35 to 40, it will look bad.
We did, JV. It's the poll is up right now.
I know a few like that. Can't wait for that to get out.
True.
Yeah, look, I was one of them. Okay, I was beautiful. I could get everything I wanted just on my raw sex power, you know. But then I got old and ugly, and I actually had to have some merit to myself.
Yeah.
The thing is that, you know, here's
Nobody jumped on that. Come on.
Touching that. You got my pages.
Yeah, no.
I bet Doc had a good run.
I had a
But,
good
you know,
run. I did.
Well, here's the thing too. It's like this. There's two things that people don't consider. It's either or. Like, oh, I either look good when I age, or I'm going to have some merit, which is stupid. I think it's like, okay, I'm going to age well, and I'm going to have some merit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So, like, I need to do both. My mom actually aged really well, and she has a lot of merit. There you go.
I haven't managed the age well part, but I like to think I've got a little substance to myself. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that.
You're going to outlive it all anyway. You know you are.
No. Actually,
no, not you. Her.
Oh, Christy. Christy, have you met Rex? Rex
with her cat.
Yeah, I think we've met a couple times.
Okay. Rex is not at his best until he's been on a Vic stream for about 6 hours. Then he wakes up.
And that's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've handled worse. I mean, I do a comic called Demon Bitch. I mean, Doc, I sent you a promo link for the.
I saw it.
Yeah, because the thing is that I do a show called. It's based on feminine rage, but it's hilarious because everybody thinks like I'm going to go do it one way, but I get like all sorts of people. Like even men have come up to me and said, "Can we do your show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." You know. You know, I just.
Typically,
like,
people age better without smoking and drinking, and therein lay my problem.
Right.
Do they keep their hair?
That my lay. Nothing but sexy right here. Sexy dome.
I bet you put fucking matte like foundation on that shit.
Oh,
so it
I'm
doesn't
too sexy
blind
for
you.
my dome.
Look, when the sun comes in really hard, I have to powder the dome, you know. I totally dig that hat, Apex, by the way. I'm looking
Thank you,
around
man.
for my Navy cap. And
Navy,
I can't
man.
find it.
Ew. Yeah.
Oh, fair winds.
Yes, that's right.
Were you a squid?
I was.
Oh, what was your rating?
I was a signalman, petty class, third class petty officer on the USS Nimitz.
So
Wait.
Pops, is Rocky still like yowling? I guess he is. Just nod yes or no.
So signals, were you the all signals, or did you just do electronic, or?
No, we did a semaphore, flags, all that stuff, the old school stuff, Morse code, all that.
See, I understood all of it, but the flags. I could never read the flags.
Flags are fun, man. Yeah.
I was never able to read them. But, you know, I wasn't a blue water sailor. I was a mud sailor, so.
Yeah.
I could
It's
say
Robert
something like that, but I won't.
and I couldn't care less.
Don't you do it, Christy. Rex
I
said he
think I'm
couldn't
like
care
one of the
less.
rare.
Wow.
I think I'm one of the rare people that he goes like this, like, don't.
Just don't.
You get the Kirby finger.
The Kirby finger. Has Jack Kirby ever drawn someone that they flipped a bird to? Any character?
No, but he did famously put a thumb on the wrong side of a hand.
Yeah.
And
Good.
because he was Jack Kirby, everybody in existence checked to make sure their thumbs weren't on the wrong side.
Right.
Yeah. The
Big square
Kickstarter
finger.
Ken Kesey. Is Rich up or no? I thought I heard him earlier, but I think it was just like the side audio.
Oh,
I
We're
need to send Rich the link.
We're having Rich Parada on Apex After Dark this
cool.
midnight or Sunday morning at midnight Central Time on my channel. So catch it.
That's
Yeah.
good hand
And,
for
and
sure.
drop your link.
I will. Yeah, I need to drop it.
I'll drop a link too.
Like it.
I'll probably drop a load.
Oh, nice. I know someone's gonna do
Rex.
something.
Rex, you got to remember, brother. Look, my name is now associated with yours through this project. So a little class, sir. A little class.
In a room full of men? Are you kidding me?
You said that, and you're the co-host of CromCon?
I do the best I can with what I got, Pops. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, he didn't have that much.
You said that to me not once.
Well, I liked it when he was going like this, like, Rich.
You were talking Jack Kirby fingers. Well, how about John Buscema hands? Check that out. Now, for storytelling's sake, do you see anything wrong there?
Panel 1.
Why is his thumb kind of
one hand doesn't have thumbs and the other hand does, but they're
panel
both
1. He's
both
missing
hands
his
have
sickle.
thumbs.
Right. He's got two hands in the, and the Grim Reaper only has his
One
left
hand.
hand. And then there's a sickle on the right. But in the first panel, he has two hands for,
Yep.
to hold the paper with.
I remember seeing that
And
one.
see, I want to know where the editors are back then.
You remember seeing that one, Doc?
I do. Remember
Yeah, I
that.
do too. Yeah. Somebody posted that, and I immediately picked up on it.
I always thought if somebody could get a hold of Grim Reaper and do a little redesign,
Yeah.
he'd be a badass character.
Oh,
even
yeah, he
now.
would. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a good character.
They always played him so stupid though. He didn't have the horsepower to be an Avengers arch villain. Not even his brother.
Right.
He just,
Simon Williams.
Yeah, there was no match there. I mean, Wonder Man would kill him in one punch. But you do a little work with him, man. Let Mephisto get involved in Grim Reaper's life.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Mephisto, I know about Mephisto, but I don't know about Grim Reaper that much.
Yeah,
Like, there's
he was-
some obscure Marvel and DC characters. I'm like,
Yeah, he was a B-lister at best, maybe even a C-lister. Just like the time they had the Wrecking Crew almost kill Hercules, when in reality, come on,
Right.
the only way they could have killed him in mythology was to eternally poison him, and he was just in so much pain. He said, "Fuck it, just burn me."
Well, I mean, like,
Right.
Thor is on par with the Hulk on strength. Hercules is on par with Thor, and the Wrecking Crew is just 4 tough guys.
Yeah. With Asgardian magic, right?
Yeah, but Hercules would have just beat them to death.
He would.
I get story armor, plot armor. I get that. I get it.
You know what? One of my friends was like, he just couldn't get enough of Thor and Asgard, but he said Asgard all the time.
Yes.
And he was saying like, oh, well, Loki was gay because he kept talking about Asgard, his Asgard. And I said, maybe you're fucking gay because you keep talking about that shit. Shut up.
Jeff Goldblum did the same thing in Ragnarok, which was funny. You need to get back to Assville, Asgard.
Yeah, I was just like confused. And one of my friends who is like Mexican and native, he was laughing at like the movie version of Thor because he said, why is Asgard like filled with like minorities and shit? He said like, and this is my friend who's Mexican and native. And he said like, yeah, this was like a fucking religion of like Nordic people so that we all be fucking white. What the hell is this? And we were laughing.
Yeah,
and then we made fun of Heimdall in the movie. Now, I always like Idris Elba. I'm not saying Idris Elba was poorly cast, but if you look at actual mythology, Heimdall,
Sure.
Heimdall is described as the purest and most whitest god in the universe. And we were fucking
Black guy plan.
I was more willing to accept that than I am this abomination that Amazon is putting out with the second age of the Lord of the Rings.
See, look, here's the thing that doesn't make sense about it. You know what it is? Just, you know what it is, right? If you've ever played D&D, Lord of the Rings, all this other shit, you've read all the books. I will say this, and I've even played Dwarf Fortress, okay?
Hey, Rich.
What's up? Are the most racist, obnoxious pieces of shit that look down their nose at everybody. So it's like, that's why I would have a problem, because elves are assholes. Why diversify them?
Right.
I'm just saying, keep true to the nature of elves. They're all dickheads. It's like, don't try to diversify them. They're all fucking elitist shitheads.
Rich, good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, your time.
Hey, Rich.
He got a haircut. Looking good, bro.
Yeah, I got them all cut.
All of them?
Yeah.
Bro, it must arise again.
Yeah, I'm at an Airbnb right now. Hi.
What is it, Pinky?
What are you guys doing over there?
We were just hanging out. I started off, Rich, by solving the world's problems in less than 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. And
what'd you come to? What conclusion did you come to?
well, I mean, you'll have to go back and watch.
Oh, okay.
It's the first 5 minutes. At 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I had already solved all the world's problems.
Yay.
I turned the camera off. And then all my crazy friends started popping in.
All right. Well, that's a good thing to happen.
Which I absolutely love. I love it when the folks come to visit.
Yeah, I'm going live in a couple of hours. Do you want to join?
Yeah, I'll join you. I'm working on Rex's stuff, so
Okay.
I'll be drawing along with you on your draw stream.
Well, I'm going to be inking one of the pages from Roaring Number One, and I have to make sure that I copy and paste some of the stuff in Facebook and Twitter, as well as the Kickstarter update board or whatever the hell it is, to make sure that it's like, hey, I'm going to be here and this is where everything is and blah, blah, blah.
Right. Yeah, I'm inking as well.
Excellent.
I can't do my brush inking here because I would have to incline on a drawing board.
Okay.
And I do brush work, so I don't want it to run. But I can do the line work with the liners. I am absolutely, by the way, scraping the bottom of the barrel with my multi-liners. I think I've got a 0.3 left.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And it's doing all the work out of a whole big old blob of them. Like, where's the one that has ink?
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit right there.
Obviously, I got to make a supply run. So.
I'm so spoiled by digital now. It's like, oh shit, I ran out of ink. What the fuck?
Yeah, I never.
God damn it. That reminds me, I have to order more Sharpies. What were you saying, guys? Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm only gonna. The only time I'm gonna use traditionally from now on is if someone orders a commission. Because there's no point in me messing all over the damn place. It's pointless. It really is. Every while it just is.
You're saying you're going to do nothing but digital unless somebody requests otherwise?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, unless I decide to do something like that and I feel like it, then yeah, I'll do it. But it's not really practical at this point, especially what I'm doing now. So it's like, because the Kickstarter is on, and as far as I know, I have 37 backers.
Oh, that's
cool.
Okay, cool.
When does it end, Rich?
What?
More.
When does it end?
It ends September 9th.
Okay, I'll see if I
24.
can.
It's 23 days.
I will be backing you. I will be backing you, sir. I can't wait.
If you can, you can. Don't worry. If you can, you can. If you cannot, just spread the word about it. That's just as good as backing it, because then someone else will see it.
I agree. And Rich, feel free to drop your link if I haven't given you a type something in the chat so I can make sure you got a wrench.
I can't right now because I'm in the middle of what else am I doing? I'm in the middle of making pasta right now.
It's
pasta. Yeah, I know. I'm making pasta as I always do.
I don't think I have a wrench because I tried saying links twice and it won't. show up.
Well, type something in chat so I can get you Apex.
Okay.
Pasta and sauce.
Yeah. I know.
I said something and won't. Somehow it's not taking it.
All right, there it is. I got you. Hold on. All right, Apex, you have a wrench, my brother.
Thank you.
Drop your links at will.
Give me a minute. I'll let me see if I can get it.
Okay. And Rex. He must be putting his pants on.
Okay.
All
right.
Anytime.
Okay, I'm dropping my yeah, that's it.
No,
that should be it. Yeah.
Just type hello or some shit.
All right, let me just do the comments. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's in the private chat if you want to copy and paste it.
Okay, I can do that.
Thank you. Yes, the Roaring is now active. It has 37 backers. It's already at 616 pounds out of the 2,000 that I am hoping for.
That's a ton, people. That's 1 ton of art.
It's the best art that I've ever done in my entire life.
That's awesome.
I will agree.
And that's saying something because I usually do really good art. But if you think issue 1 is good, wait until you see some of the art that I will do for issue 2.
I'm just saying, I'm blown away. I can tell how much Rich is enjoying doing the roaring. It shows.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It is so much fun. I can't even tell you how much fun it is, really, to be honest with you.
Well, it's like blood, violence, and titties.
Well, yeah, there's blood, violence, and titties, you know, and I like blood and violence and titties. They all work.
There you go. There you go.
They work very well.
I gotta say, I'm kind of using the same formula, Rich, in my book.
As you should.
There's violence and there's boobies.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also wrote out the plot for Incantessi Chapter 3. I did that this morning.
Nice. So I got to tell you, Rich, I took the pages, some of my pages to the local printer to get scans because I don't have a scanner that'll. And the older lady there. Now I'm embarrassed because she's seeing my topless scenes, and she wants to know what the story is. She wants to know what the story is.
Woo! That's a good thing.
Because she's a older conservative lady, I blamed the story on Dark Gift, on Anthony. I said, look, he's the writer. I'm just the artist. And but I said,
hey, stop scratching shit.
I said, she's just a normal girl, and she stopped me and she held up the topless picture. She said, there's nothing normal about this girl.
Oh my God, that poor woman.
Yeah.
Holy God, man.
Rich, do you have the template? Do you have the template? You know, the circle template that you use?
Yes, we know what tool that is.
Yeah. The circle template. I'll
you can throw it under the bus here. It's all good.
I'm sorry?
You can throw them under the bus here.
I throw them under the bus any chance I damn well please. Or I get it's like, you know, it's the Steph Wilson School of Human Anatomy. You know, so I don't care.
Somebody came on one of the other streams and he was a Steph Wilson fan. Poor Rich.
Really?
You were there. You were there.
I was not there.
Yes, you were, and I was watching.
Oh, what do you think I would have said if I heard that?
Oh, you got real quiet. I was like,
oh man, God, he is.
Look, I don't even know the guy, so you know.
I'm sure. I'd like to think that he's a
look. Wait a minute. You guys know that Tanner has one of those covers, and when he showed it, when he showed it, Rich, you were very nice. You were very controlled. You didn't say anything negative. It was cool. So,
all right, I got to go warm my coffee up. You guys hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but no, I'm very respectful. I'm like, if you want to use Steph Wilson for your stuff, go right ahead. I personally don't think that you need him to get your goals going, because it's like, why would you like? For me, it's about the interior art as much as the exterior art. I feel like we're the only ones here, Apex.
Yeah. Everyone's nipped out. I have to warm my coffee again. Oh, I have to get some juice. Wait,
I left my oven on. Oh God! What are we doing?
Yeah, I hear you, man. When I pick up a book, I look at the interior art as well as the cover. It has to be really good. That's
well, the cover art is you see, for me, if you use a different cover artist for a book, it says two things for me. One is that you're looking for someone who just buys the covers for the sake of getting the covers, and two, you don't trust. I mean, for me, if I ever hire anybody to draw anything that I write and whatnot, I would prefer that artist do it, because, you know, for me, if I hire a cover artist, that means I don't trust the interior artist.
Right.
You know, and it's like, it's not what, I mean, when you open if I had a John Byrne cover or whatever it might be, right? Let's say I had John Byrne draw the cover and it's my art. when I started in '94. It would be like, oh my god, I want to return this, despite the fact that John Byrne drew on the cover.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like I'd rather have the interior artists shine with their work because it's their work.
That's right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have that. I have no issue with anyone who chooses to do that. That's on you. If you want to do it, go right ahead. Great.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like an insult to the artist, the interior artist in and of itself, because it's like you hired me for the interiors, but you're not trusting me for the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, trust me, because it's like if you trust me to handle telling your story, you know, trust me to handle this. And sometimes that's not the right way.
Yeah.
And
two things I have to address about this comment real quick. First,
okay,
my StreamYard. Second, I asked.
What is it? Popstar was being positive. Stop. That's 2 accounts that I could just make more. What the fuck was that?
It's,
I don't know.
2 accounts that I can just make more.
I know.
Oh, by the way,
This
this is my breakfast.
Is someone saying shit to you, Pops? Is someone talking shit?
Yeah, it's just getting old, dude. It's just getting old. All right. And I've said it over and over again. It's old. You know, if I'm that far deep in your head, rent free in your head, that you got to make extra accounts just so you can come out here and troll me on Doc's channel, which is you being destructive, not me, dude. Okay. Right. I asked Doc, hey, what do you want to do with this? You know, he told me what to do. He feels you're being disruptive too. All right. The trolling, clowning shit, that's not for our channels.
Be cool with my guests. Be cool with my guests.
Yeah, it's
but did he say what did he say? I wasn't looking. I was too busy cutting this pasta.
Says, it might be your StreamYard, dumbass, but you're banning people from Pop's YouTube and Google account, meaning he can never see or interact
I
with
asked
them
him
if he doesn't know to unban them.
He meant from mine. I do not want to ban JV from my channel, but it is Pop StreamYard, and he is my guest. So let's just be cool. Now, having said that, I have 2 things myself. One, imagine my disappointment that my new coffee maker has one of those fucking timers on it. So my coffee was off. So I have had to switch to sweet tea, which is just fine.
Yeah.
Second thing,
what
is I want Rex to give me permission to show some pages because I brought them in here with me.
Yeah, Rex. Come on, I want to see some.
Rex, pull your pants down.
We're your customers. I want to see the pages.
Pull your pants up.
Pull your pants up.
Well, you need a belt.
No, I need a belt. I've lost weight.
I'm going to DM Rex. Hold on. I'll call him on the phone.
Really?
No need to do that. I'm here. I'm trying to feed the dog.
Oh, well, you don't have to yell at me about it. I'm sensitive.
Don't beat the dog.
Sensitive.
Wallflowers.
Rex, do I have your permission to show a few panels from Grave Tales?
Yeah.
Please. Hey. Yeah, see what the book is about. We'll see.
Yes. Yes.
All right. He said yes. So I'm going to
yes 3 times.
Gonna back it.
All right. So we've already shown the splash page, so I don't have any issue showing the whole thing. This is the splash.
I love that one. That's cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, that looks great. That looks gravy. It looks like a gravy grave thing.
And then a few fun little panels. I really like this page.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking like John Wayne Gacy for some
creepy clown? Huh?
Well, you should be getting that vibe for a reason.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, you're all right.
Okay. Let me know if you change it.
Oh, John Wayne Gacy action, huh?
And then we've got
I'm water at this point.
Well,
I like
The,
that house. That's
if I'm gonna get something, I'll
the
get
old
it.
swamp house that dude lives in.
Thank you,
Yeah,
but
that's
Taking off his makeup. Look at
you
that
know that
whole.
should be
oh
nice.
god.
Look at that
Oh,
horror show of a human
It's a
being.
little John Wayne Gacy.
I'll get
happening.
something later, maybe.
Yeah.
One fine. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
That's
And I'm,
crazy.
and then I gotta show this one. I've been dying to show this one.
Let me see.
Bam.
Oh wow. Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's the bar.
Oh, wow. How long did that take you?
Wow.
I mean, no longer than any other panel.
That's cool.
So I've been dragging my man off
It's really nice.
to a
That's
horrible fate. I won't show more than that because it's a
back
short
it
story.
now, but
That's
we're
awesome.
we're just now getting the art. So
Looks good.
Thanks, JV. I appreciate it. I have gotten the biggest kick out of doing these pages for Rex. And it was during the course of doing this that Rich and Vic encouraged me to break out the brush for the inking.
Break out the brush.
And so these pages are better than my pariah pages. So you better believe I'm going to go revisit those pages with the brush in hand.
You think? You think? I think you should.
live and learn, live and learn.
You do.
What? You're malfunctioning. Reboot.
I got to tell
you. Control Alt D.
My niece
Control Alt Delete
was staying with me years and years ago when she was like 12 years old. And she came out of the shower and she was wrapped in her towel, but she hadn't bothered to rinse the soap out of her hair. And I said, honey, what are you doing? And this girl stopped in the hallway and went, loading. Loading. Get your butt back in there and get the soap out of your hair.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
You're talking about your art. You want to redo your pariah pages?
Yeah. I remember
What
that part.
else? What else?
And then my brain locked up.
Reloading and reloading. So you're going and this and that.
Yeah, the What was the There's just one other thing, sir. My two favorite detectives of all time, Sherlock Holmes and Columbo.
Oh, yeah. Just one more thing, sir.
It's just one other thing.
Yeah, just one more.
I'm sorry to bother you with this because I know you're innocent. And I'm not, forgive me if you got the impression that I was suspecting you. But could you just tell me how the key that didn't exist when the murder happened ended up in this other guy's pocket at your house? Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Like, and then as usual, the guy stands there like, I just got caught with a Vietnamese prostitute. What do I do now?
He'll say, I've got this problem. These little things, they get in my head and they just bother me. And I can't get this out of my head. But I also love the fact he doesn't carry a gun because he can't shoot.
Yeah.
And every 5 years, this is canon to Columbo, he pays somebody to go to the range and be him and shoot for him. He gives him his badge. He gives him his gun. And that dude has to go qualify for him.
Oh, my God.
I love that.
Can't do that now.
No, hell no. Probably couldn't have got away with it back then, but he did. And the mystique was he doesn't like to go to headquarters, so he's never there. Nobody knows what he looks like anyway, except the captain and the commissioner, you know.
Yeah.
And by the way, he locked the commissioner up on one episode. So
Really?
that guy didn't matter anymore. Yes, sir. You got to forgive me, sir. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
There's just
Was he ever married on that show?
Yeah.
Yes.
It talks about his wife.
Yep,
They never
Mrs.
show his
Columbo.
wife.
Yeah, and then there was a Mrs. Columbo show
Yeah, I
where they
remember
never showed him. and it was
Yeah.
Catherine Janeway. It was Catherine Janeway was his wife.
Yeah, Kate
What?
Mulgrew.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God! I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And what got me on this was, everybody binge watches something every now and then. And I was like, I remember this one Columbo episode that was really good. But that's all I remembered. So I went looking for it. I found it. I watched that one. And then I realized the format is completely backwards. They show you the crime completely first. There's no mystery as to who did it. The mystery is how is he going to solve it?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Wow.
I got hooked, and I'm like, I got to watch all of this shit, and I have. So if you've never watched Columbo, do yourself a favor and go watch it, and you'll recognize, by the way, a lot of young extras and side characters in there that later, like Jamie Lee Curtis is a waitress in there.
Oh wow.
What's the guy's name? Roddy McDowell is in there.
Oh yeah.
There's just tons of people that got their start kind of doing bit parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roddy McDowell actually appeared as the devil on Fantasy Island.
Yes, he did.
Oh wow.
And that was the funniest shit because when he revealed himself to be the devil, he turned around really slowly and he had these little tiny nubs for his horn.
And
that's all the budget was able to afford for like the makeup. It's like, here, let's just put these things on his head like it's a keratin horn and that's it. It's like
you got to think too. How fucked up would it be if Roddy McDowell was the devil?
Well, I think Tom Ellis is the devil. No, I will.
Tim Curry.
In the cartoon, like would he just be like that?
Well, who?
Roddy McDowell, remember Hulk Hogan used to have a cartoon back in the day, like WrestleMania cartoon, and it was like Roddy Piper was in it, and I was like, damn, what if he was like the fucking devil? And I said, oh yeah, make him the cartoon version of him.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Apex, what are you working on? You give the appearance of a fellow who is drawing something.
Yeah, I'm coloring Fembat scene. I'm doing I'm doing this. A little bit of the backgrounds.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool.
I flatted 3 pages of The Roaring today.
Oh, I forgot that The Roaring was going to be color.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's going to be very gentle coloring. It's going to almost be, it's going to be two-tone, and that's really going to be it.
Like watercolor soft?
Yeah, it's going to be watercolor soft. It's going to, and I mean, I'll put some effects in there, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I know you've seen this, Rich. I'm going to show it to the chat and to the panel.
Please do so.
Glenn Fleming talked me into doing this. So I got my acrylics and watered them down and just used a light touch for my albino enforcer.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Just as a proof of concept. So other than being too dark on his right cheek, because I forgot acrylic dries darker. How did I forget? I've been painting for 40 years now. Anyway, I thought, okay, proof of concept validated. I can color a book. I'm not going to color Pariah, but I will hand color my next book. So,
that's awesome.
Excellent.
Just because I can. Just because I can.
Exactly.
You hear what I'm saying?
Nicely done.
Yeah,
Nicely done. That is awesome.
That's great.
It does look good. Be proud of yourself, man. It looks excellent.
Well,
It's like that watercolor type, like black ink thing or something.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So I just realized something. I did a professional hack that everybody might be kind of interested in.
What?
Well, you know how you go to shows and you have to sign your books and use Sharpies, and I keep fucking forgetting to get new ones. And then I'll go in there and I'm like, oh, fuck, these are dry. Because you've been signing so many books or doing so many things with Sharpies. You use them a lot, right? So I went on Amazon. Since I have Amazon Prime, I go like, subscribe and save, and just every 3 months I'll just get fresh.
Yeah.
Because I got the thing why I did that is that I got a bunch of brand new fucking pens from my mom. Like she just here have a bunch of them, and there were a lot of them were Sharpies. But I noticed with the black ones, they were getting all tired and fucked up all the time. So I just said, okay, it's time to get a fresh Sharpie. Fuck this shit. Like I just don't want to wait till it recharges. If that makes sense.
Well, Rich, have you heard of those Pigma brush pens?
Yes, I have.
Okay, apparently that's a thing because Dillard and Vic were both losing their minds over them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they convinced me I'm going to get some if you third that. If you
Oh
want
god damn it.
I'm a traditionalist. I mean, for me, it's a Winsor Newton Series 7 #2, but that's just me. I mean, I was trained by Keith Williams, and that's what he uses. So.
Okay, but you think Pigma is a good investment, though?
Yeah, they are a good investment, because it's like, I mean, they do the job. Let's just say they do the job. If you don't feel like putting anything like super crazy as far as an investment in tools, it's not the tools that make you a good artist. It's you that makes you a good artist.
Right.
I just happen to be particular to that particular way of inking. If you can produce the magic with a Pigma that you can do with a Raphael or any other type of natural sable brush, then by all means do it, because no one cares how you create the art as long as you create the art. That's it. It doesn't matter. A tool's a tool's a tool.
Yeah, and I teach my art students that about painting. It's not the brush, it's not the canvas, it's what comes out of your eyes.
Exactly. I mean, you can create the same effect in your painting with a brush that you can use with crumbled up toilet paper. It's well, it's the truth. I mean, let's say you're painting
paint with a stick or a twig.
Rich dropped out. There's a guy here
depending
locally.
on the texture of what you're trying to create. Doesn't matter as long as it works.
There's a guy here locally that does oil paintings with Q-tips, and that's all.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, there's like this one guy, I don't know if he's alive anymore because he was like really pretty old, but there was this manhwa artist, Korean manhwa. Manhwa is Korean comics, if you guys don't know. And his name was Park Sodong. And actually people think, oh, manhwa is like that pretty shit that comes out now. I said, well, they did pretty shit, but manhwa had a lot of big-headed motherfuckers that didn't look chibi. They looked like hydrocephalic, like nightmares or something. I think I've shown you something. Oh, right here. So Park Sodong, this is a really old manga, but if you look at him, I actually watched him draw.
There you go.
See, this is what I mean. You see the fucking hydrocephalic shit?
Well, you got to hold it still. Hold it still.
It's like Moonsberry.
Oh,
okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. So the thing is that I saw the guy draw. He used a toothpick and ink.
Oh,
wow.
Some people are glutton for punishment.
He's like, but I mean, when you think about it, he's drawing it on these small captions, and his drawing style is demented. That's what I liked about it. So it's not like he's trying to be overly neat.
Well,
So
I
you
would
get
just like to say one thing, Hell Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
I said that in fucking this one job I worked at, and there were hardcore Marvel and comic nerds. And no, don't ever say that. But I just like doing it to trigger them.
I don't care.
So, Rich, what time are you going live?
6:30, about 1 hour and 36 minutes from now.
All right. Well, then I'm going to wrap this stream because I got to have time to go get some lunch. All right. And then
let me jet out of here because I just finished prepping everything and I got to clean up.
All right, so Rich,
I'll see you.
Tell
It
folks
should
where
be
they
there.
can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Comic Related Madness, the Monday Madness, the Tuesday Morning Brew. I'm affiliated completely with Comic Talks at Pops Van Zant. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at Greystoke20, and you can find my campaign if you go to the Kickstarter and you look up the comic The Roaring.
Right.
And take a look at it, and if you like it,
your YouTube
take a
channel
look at
is
it.
Rich Parada, right?
Yes, that's my name. Yes.
Okay, that's the YouTube channel. So be sure you head over there and watch his draw stream. I'll be joining him.
Yeah.
So head on over. There's the link. And Rex, tell people where they can find you, sir.
Well, I've dropped a link to my campaign there in the chat. It's under Devil Flyer Black and White Ash Can, and then also dropping the link here for my YouTube channel, which would be under Devil Flyer Momentum. They can find me on Instagram as well.
That's where he goes to talk about me behind my back because I don't have Instagram.
Yeah.
All
Doc
right.
is a big dummy. Blah blah.
Duty
blah,
head.
blah, blah.
He's a duty head. Apex, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me Apex Comics on YouTube and on Twitter at Comics Apex. And of course, this coming Sunday morning, 12 a.m. Central Time on my channel, we'll have the Richness Parada promoting The Roaring.
Right on.
Yeah, yo! I can't wait. I'm happy. I'm pleased. I'll make sure that I bring my Java.
Yeah.
So Christy Shen, where can people find you? I'm dropping your link tree right now.
Yeah, it's at my link tree. You can find everything, including my webtoon stores where you can get personally autographed books. And you can also get all sorts of shit from me. You can even get commission. And it has a list of my appearances, and it has a link as I am president of CAPS, Comic Art Professional Society. So you can sign up there if you want to be a member. We take writers, we take artists. It's sequential, non-sequential art. Letterers, inkers, pencilers. Just show us some samples, and we'll review it. And in about a week or so, we will go and review. Again, we're always happy to have new people. And
So if I wanted to join CAPS,
CAPS,
is there a fee?
right now we have an associate fee of 25 and domestic fee of 50. So it's like if you are not in California at the moment, that's what I'm assuming, or LA area, you will have to pay 54. Now I'm trying to, because like a lot of the members have dispersed over to other areas of the country. So I might make it a straight 50, and I'm offering other services on top of that of our connections. You are no way obligated to take them. But yeah, it would be probably 25 at the moment. But you can put in some samples and put it up there. And we even have writers that have joined. So that's good. So just basically say, hey, and fill out an application. It's all on there under Join CAPS. And just fill it out. If you're looking for a sponsor, you could tag me on it. I have to know you personally. So no other motherfucker that signs up, if you know somebody. Like,
Roger
I know
that.
Doc, so we're good. Like not every person on the planet can go and apply under
Yeah,
my
and
name.
Rex would never make the cut, obviously. So
I'd like to do it just to see if you two fuckers would get into like a plastic cubicle and kill each other.
only if we talk about fine art.
Cage match.
Pops Van Zant, where can people find you, sir?
Oh, geez, everywhere. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant, preferably. We're not broadcasting to Facebook at the moment because, the third world scammers putting claims on everything we do got kind of old.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's YouTube, it's Twitch, it's Twitter. Just trying to have a good time, everybody. You know what's up.
Roger that. And I'm Doc Blaylock. You can find me on the YouTube under Doc Blaylock. Or if you're into painting and fine art, Christopher Blaylock Fine Art on the YouTube. And otherwise, I'm hanging out with Pops on the Madness as frequently as possible. And I associate with all of these crazy people. So back them, support them, share links. God bless. And we are out of
Hell
here.
Shadowhawk, by the way. Hell Shadowhawk.
Hell Shadowhawk.
All right. Smell you later.